Testing. Testing the sound. How does the sound sound? Whoop! Whoop! What up? The Hierophant. Sounds good. Good. I want the sound to sound good. What up, everybody? What up, Hierophant? Team Shuts the Doors. Rolla Dexter. Ferry Devin. I'm going to be fulfilling orders this weekend. Well, getting the ball rolling. Big Milkus, how you doing? Naomio. Turkey Day. Lyle's Meditative Face. K Lizard. Hey, Jude. Did I miss anyone? Alexandra? Deemster. Juicy. Tonight is fun. I don't think I've ever, besides my own body and clothing, I don't think I've ever painted on fruit before. Or a vegetable. I don't know what a pumpkin is. A pumpkin is a vegetable because you can put it in a pie. It's a gourd. Does being a gourd put it in its own category? A gourd's a fruit. See, this is why I don't like the internet. Everybody's too smart now. Corn's a vegetable. Yeah, corn's a gourd. Kai Busan, how you doing? Tonight is always fun with you. Hey, Deemster, thank you. Seeds. Eating seeds is a pastime activity. We're gonna reveal that tonight has a different. There's only been, each night has. Yeah, well, let me start over. Hold on. Tonight has a different setup than most nights because I have to paint a gourd. I'm trying to get gourded up tonight. I'm trying to get Gordy 365, When I was a child, my mama took me to a pumpkin factory, to a pumpkin farm. Gourd gang. Pippe! How you doing, Pippe? See Gully. Good schmord. Good to see you here. Again, everybody, thank you for being here. Back to the story. Mama takes me to Beefy Frizzers. How you doing? Right, too real. How you doing? Fable. T-ball sub. Gordon Ramsay. Mama takes me to a pumpkin patch. I don't know why I want to say pumpkin factory. That's not a thing. Takes me to the pumpkin patch. Says, son, moneyworms. Little moneyworms. This song goes hard. Little moneyworms. I want you to pick a pumpkin from the... And we have this on film. We should do that'd be kind of dope. I'd have to scrub names and addresses and social security cards, but I should show footage of, my home videos. How cool would that be? Home videos with the worm. Let's get started. Hold on. There you go. Me on the pumpkin. Ooh, I'm a little bit different. Okay. I'm drinking. Ooh, here it is. Wow, look at this. Trip my wire. Thank you. Look at this pumpkin. Whew! Look at the pumpkin. Wow. That's a nice bongus. Blumpkin spice, baby. And we're not carving tonight because I don't trust myself with a knife on stream. I'm enjoying a new Glarus Spotted Cow tonight, everybody. That's the beer of October in my family, apparently. It is a nice pumpkin made of wood. Thank you. Anyways, should we do home movie stream? I think that would be good. There's a little delay on one of the cameras. Not too bad. All right, so anyways, my mother, she takes me... Where am I supposed to be? Hold on. Here. Wow, this is crazy. My mother takes me to a pumpkin factory and says, you can pick any pumpkin you want. The delay is an artistic choice, exactly. Thank you, Fair Devin. You can have any pumpkin you want. So, the first pumpkin I choose... This is all on footage. This is all on film, by the way. The first pumpkin that I choose is completely rotten and falls apart from... I must be 3. I must be 3 years old. Pumpkin just goes... I pick it up and all the insides come out of it. My mom yells at me, of course, says I'm going to get some sort of disease from it. Because that's who my mother is. It's probably why I'm afraid of everything in life. But anyways, I digress. 78,000 bits open pumpkin crawl inside. I don't think I can fit in there. I can fit in this one. This Moneyworms can fit in this pumpkin. That Moneyworms up there cannot fit in this pumpkin or this pumpkin. Is anybody? Hey, spark it up if you got them tonight. You know, that's kind of night we're having tonight. Anyways, Rhonda. Ooh, very nice. Rhonda's a good name. Maybe Rhonda will call in and want to make a candle out of this pumpkin. Anyways, Mother, you can pick any pumpkin you want. First one I pick is rotten. Second one, I pick a gourd. I pick a small pale gourd. It is a pale, long but skinny gourd. And I think from that moment on, everyone, well, there were a couple other things, I think, growing up. But from that moment on, I think my family was like, Moneyworms, you're a little odd, Moneyworms. Well, let's take a look at this. Let's see what it looks like if I do this. All right, it's just me, kind of, but I can get out of the way, which is what I want. Because I want you, madame. Oh, hey, thank you, T-Ball Sub. Look at you, T-Ball Sub. Oh, you know what? Do I have... No, I shouldn't have. There you go. That looks good. Do Not Disturb is not on. There we go. You should carve a pineapple. What does that mean? Pineapple's a vegetable. I'm nervous about having this in my pocket. Yep, because that's going to happen. I already botched something, everybody. Hold on. Give me like 2 seconds. Give me like 2 nice seconds of... Phone lines are open, though, if you want to call in. I'm not pressuring anybody to call in. Just saying. Please, pop out chat. Pop out, pop out, pop out. Yep, there we go. That works. Okay, cool. I'm going to put this on the floor, I guess. Or maybe I can put it... I'm going to knock the pumpkin over if I do that. That'll work. Your mouth is full. Yo, Dustin. How's it going? I don't like this. This view kind of works, though. Because it looks like that the front camera on the pumpkin is attached to the car like a GoPro. I'm gonna answer calls like on the ground. Like a cretin,
call from
a cretin child.
Jessica.
Hello.
Hello.
Who am I speaking with?
This is Jessica.
Jessica.
Yes.
It is good to talk to you, Jessica. Do you like pumpkins?
I do.
I like pumpkins. I like them so much I picked a gourd at a pumpkin convention.
The pumpkin convention. It went from factory to convention.
Yeah, they used to have those. They stopped doing them.
Yeah, I can understand.
Why?
Then they went to pumpkin chunkin'.
The pumpkin dunkin'? The pumpkin drinking? What did you say?
Pumpkin chunkin'.
Pumpkin chunkin'? What is that?
Yeah, it's when you have a trebuchet and you use it to launch a pumpkin across the field.
Oh, yeah, see, that sounds nice. I've never done that, but that scares me. What happens to the pumpkin?
It smashes all over the place. But it's dangerous. I've seen so many people get smacked with their pumpkins because they have something misaligned.
You mean internally or with the trebuchet?
With the trebuchet.
Okay.
Probably both.
Yeah.
But at least afterwards, definitely.
Yeah. I know. I need a trebuchet. Have you ever seen the video of the woman who pulls back? She's using. They're like slingshotting watermelons. Like
I have not, but that I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, it's like an old Tosh point out. Maybe I'm dating myself. That's crazy a while ago. Anyways, she tries to put the watermelon inside of Robot Don. How you doing? tries to put the watermelon and pulls back on it, and for some reason it like goes forward but gets like wrapped around, and then the watermelon comes back and smashes her in the face.
Oh God.
She's fine. So
Yeah,
you can watch
sounds
it.
about right.
Mm-hmm. So that whenever we're launching fruit, much like a pumpkin is a fruit. I learned that.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Seeds and all.
So, do you like pumpkin-flavored things?
Some pumpkin-flavored things.
Some,
not many.
but not all. What? Give me an example of something that you like that's a pumpkin-flavored thing, and something that you don't like that is a pumpkin-flavored thing.
Let's see, something I like would be cheesecake.
Pumpkin cheesecake?
Mm-hmm. Oh
That
yeah,
does sound
I've made
good.
a pumpkin praline cheesecake.
You know, cheesecake is the only cake that's a pie.
Indeed.
Gamma, how you doing? What's something you
let's
don't
see.
like?
Something I don't like would be like coffee, pumpkin-flavored coffee things.
So what I'm getting from this is you don't like pumpkin things just for the flavoring. Slarter Bart Fasty, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate you. You don't like pumpkin-flavored things just for the flavor. You like natural pumpkin. You like some pumpkin. You like the good stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It must be the good stuff, otherwise it's not worth it.
Not the good
At
stuff.
least with pumpkins.
Blumpkin. So you're not a big fan of Blumpkin spice lattes?
No.
No. All right.
Absolutely not. Pumpkin
No.
either.
Fuck them. I know. The gritty pump. Well, tonight, I got one more question. Why do you think people smash pumpkins? Why do you think we have a natural urge to take the pumpkins from people's doorsteps and smash them?
I think it's probably along the lines of the history of what started the whole, supposedly started the whole trick-or-treating tradition, and it was from this lady who got tired of hooligans going and destroying her garden on the night of Halloween.
Who is this? Miss Brady?
I'm not sure what her name was. It was just some lady back in the day.
Oh.
There was, what was it, Drunk History did an episode of it.
Of course. Of course.
But it was
satisfying.
good stuff. Yeah, it was just one lady being crabby about her garden.
And it just takes one time, and everybody catches on to the fad. And I agree with you. Rai. Humans are inherently evil, and we just want to destroy. Some people just want to watch the world burn. Well, Jessica, I've got this beautiful side of this pumpkin. What I'm going to do is I'm going to outline it in something that you want, and then I will paint it with some Posca pens.
Sweet. So you're going to outline it in something that I choose?
Anything. I'll put anything on this pumpkin. I want to paint this pumpkin. What do you want painted on this pumpkin?
I want a sugar skull painted on that pumpkin.
Ooh, very nice. A nice sugar. I gotta kind of. Whoa! Hey, I feel like I'm taking a selfie with a pumpkin. Wow. All right. You said you want a sugar skull.
Yes, please.
Very nice. What kind of colors do you want on this sugar skull?
Let's see, like a purple and a yellow and like teal or aqua.
I gotta start drawing bigger. All right, purple, teal, and aqua. I can do that. I'm gonna do 2 just because I need to start drawing bigger. So I will draw one next to it, larger,
All right.
and it will be like frontwards facing. I didn't really think about this stream before I said I was gonna do it. Okay?
It's quite all right.
It's quite all
I
right.
had brownies earlier that are making this even better.
Yeah, I feel like when old people like are in the Zoom call and they're like, "Hey, is it on?"
It's like everyone knows.
All right. So I've got pink. You wanted a teal color, and then what was the other color?
Yellow.
Yellow. Okay. And you said you smoked a big giant bowl or something?
Oh no, I ate a brownie that my mother-in-law made.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I like it.
She makes them crazy strong.
I wish my... Ooh, yellow's not showing up great, but it's okay. I
Oh
wish...
yeah, 'cause it's a pumpkin.
Yeah. Did you know? Did you know before
I had no idea. You're just telling me now. You gotta give me information.
Listen, okay? We're trying. It'll work. It's kind of working.
See, instead of yellow, what about like green?
Let's see. I don't know. Maybe we're limited on color. I thought the
I
pasta
think we
pans would
might
work. The pink is going to look nice, I think. Yeah, the pink looks good. Why sugar skulls?
Because I'm actually working on a sugar skull thing with felt flowers that I'm rolling. So they're on the top of my mind.
Very nice. Huh. This kind of works. Listen, we're here for the conversation, everybody. What's going on, Illographer and their Koningston? Why are they called sugar skulls? That's a good... Do you know why they're called sugar skulls?
I am not really sure. I know it's something with the Dios de la Muerte.
Yes.
And something with like an offering for the spirits that are crossing over or something, but I'm not really 100% sure.
Are you a spiritual person? Like, do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, I don't know. I believe that there's energies, and there's things that sometimes exist within those energies. And it's not always something that can be quantified with science.
I believe in that too. The day that we find out how to quantify ghosts, I'll be really happy about that, you know? I want to believe. You know how many times...
And there still will be people that are like, no, it's lies.
Exactly. Let's see if I can get closer on this. There you go. That's kind of neat. I didn't think super hard about... There you go. There, look at that. You can see that, right?
I am not sure yet.
Nice.
I get my thing to switch back over.
That is neat. It looks good in person. It works in person, I promise. It looks great. Thank you. I want to believe. I really do. I want to believe very, very badly.
Do you not believe?
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't have any reason to right now, but maybe that'll change, and maybe I'm inviting certain things into my life that I shouldn't be.
Well, what do you mean by you shouldn't be? Or like, what you mean you're doing things that you shouldn't be?
Yeah, like I'm like summoning portals and opening gates to hell, and nothing has come out yet.
Well, don't be doing that.
Well, why not?
Because then you'll get stuck with something that you might not want to stay around.
But I can burn incense things and rid them from this world.
True.
I don't know that as a fact. I have no idea. I don't know where to stand in this stream. It's getting tough. Go big or go home. Exactly.
This was good. I like it so far.
Do you have any rituals? Well, now we're talking rituals. We're talking things. Do you have any traditions? Not rituals. Do you have any traditions for Halloween?
Not really. Getting drunk, if that counts as a tradition.
It absolutely does. Getting drunk and going to smash all your neighbors' pumpkins. AK, thank you for the 50 bits. I appreciate you. That's going to go to Sharpies. What's the most devious thing you've ever done on Halloween?
Oh. The most devious thing? I don't know that I've done anything devious on Halloween, actually. as far as just like random mischief, I once used the Ouija board in a cemetery on Halloween.
Okay, all right. Let's keep going on
Wasn't
this
the
one.
brightest,
We've got
but-
some time. We've got some time talking. Okay, now I'm interested. Hoodie Crush, how you doing? It's good to see you, AK. It's good to see you, Lucas Caps. Good to see you. So I have a friend. I told my friend we have a very, very famous graveyard here in Atlanta, and it's called Oakland Cemetery. It's beautiful. It's giant, and it has some very famous people. And I want to bring a Ouija into said graveyard, but the only person that knows the ways is telling me it's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's not. I learned very quickly how not good it is.
Well, why is it a bad idea?
Well, it was myself and a couple of other same age people that thought we knew what we were doing and absolutely didn't, because talking on a Ouija board in the cemetery on Halloween, not the brightest of ideas, but it seemed like a good plan at the time because we thought we were like all creepy goth kids.
Yeah, that's why I want to do it, because I want to be a creepy goth cool kid. Why? What happened, if you're at liberty to say?
Let's see. One of my friends started having nightmares really bad starting that night. My dad found the Ouija board and took it out back and set it on fire in the burn barrel, and then it was on his bed the next day.
No!
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Now it's buried under that house that we don't live in anymore.
Wow, it's the next people can deal with it. The next sap like me can dig it up and go, oh, I'm a non-believer. I'm going to use it and then get haunted for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Luckily, I think whoever moved in after us had no interest in digging up anything from under or around the underneath of the house, so I think we're probably good there, hopefully. But yeah, that was, he got mad about that one.
All right, I need you to do something for me. And, you know, it's just us having a conversation. Did you actually see it on the bed? Like, it was lit on fire?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He made us sit out there and watch him burn it and tell us how dumb we were and how we can't be messing with stuff like that because we don't know what we're doing.
What kind of, was it like a Milton Bradley Ouija board? What kind of Ouija board was it? Or did it look like the board from Jumanji?
It's like the Hasbro, 1,000 print, whatever normal one you see at Toys R Us.
The one that they also print chess boards on. See, that's why I'm just like, I can't believe yet. Because if it just takes that, like, isn't that a slap in the face to ghosts? Maybe that's why they're haunting you, because you used something from Milton Bradley, a piece of cardboard.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, though, is you can make a board of anything.
Frody Fro, you got stories.
It doesn't have to be like a in-box store-bought board. It could be a table that you write letters on the edge of, the edges of, and have a glass for the little finger thing. I can't think of what that word. The planchette. Yeah.
Planchette. Monopoly on Ouija. Wiener tit. Haunt people. Whammo. When I'm dead. Exactly. I want to haunt people through like the little things that a whoopee cushion. Well, Jessica, thank you for sharing your supernatural stories. If anybody else has supernatural stories like that and they want to talk me out of doing a Ouija board and getting haunted, I'm not trying to. I will not be disrespectful. I just want to open a conversation, and that's what when people say, "Be careful what you wish for."
True. Well, good luck on your adventures in discovering hauntings. I love how the sugar souls turned out.
I do too. They turned out very well. This isn't working. Well, hey, thank you so much for the rad call.
Yes, thank you for having me. Have a great day.
You too. I want to believe I don't not want to, and I don't want to be disrespectful about it, because that's another thing. There's something to be said about a jackass going into a cemetery and being that's why I'm asking people who are more knowledgeable than me. And honestly, tomorrow night we're gonna have a very special guest who might be able to help me with that.
Call from
Devin.
Devin, do you want to get haunted?
I do want to get haunted. Well, I mean, kinda, because I've been haunted. That's what I called in about, or what I'm calling it.
Rai, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. I appreciate you, Rai. I appreciate it more than you would ever know right now. Thank you. You're keeping the lights on, keeping the stream going. Amazing. I appreciate you. Well, Fairy Devin, have you ever had
Moneyworms.
an encounter with something from the great beyond?
Yeah, I have. So I'm a super spiritual person.
Okay.
I have, all the stuff that I'm not going to get into. So when I was like 14, 15, should I tell you what to draw first, or should I just go?
Yeah, tell me what to draw, and I'll draw and I'll listen.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so do you wanna draw like a ghost Jinjo?
Ooh, I can draw a ghost Jinjo. Yeah, absolutely.
Draw a ghost Jinjo. That'll be fun. All right, then I can get into the story. Okay, so when I was like 14 or 15, I was like, the absolute worst. And one of my friends, Julia, whatever, it doesn't matter. That is her name. Doesn't matter.
I hate to break it to you, there's probably 1 million Julias in this world.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it doesn't matter. Never mind. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Anyway, so Julia had a Ouija board, right? And she was like into like little seances, as little goth teens are. And she was like, let's do a Ouija board at a playground at night for the fun of it. I don't know. So we gathered all our supplies along with a couple of our other friends, and we had like little tea light candles.
Wait,
like
how many people were there? That's important to me, because like I feel like if it's any more than 6 people, how can you be afraid of anything?
True, it was like 4 of us. But again, we were all like sophomores in high school.
Okay.
And so we knew Julias are always into spooky shit. Anyway, so we had 4 people with us, 4 people including us. Had some tea lights, had some incense burning, went to a little playground in our neighborhood and sat like under the little slide. And we lit the tea lights, we lit the incense, and we set everything up.
Wait, tea lights? I need to make sure I have all my stuff. Tea lights? What's a tea light?
A tea light is those tiny circular candles that are like.
Pepe, I'm glad.
I'm like, what are they the size of? What can I compare?
They're like the little ones that have like they have like the little they're like a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those the cheapy
little
metal ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we lit a few of those, lit our incense. We like quote unquote cleansed the area, and
So you did everything by the book. First of all, let me ask, who's the most knowledgeable? Is it you? Is it your friend? It's Julia, right?
It was Julia, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Oh, I've done this before so many times. Like everything will be fine. Don't even worry." And I was like a little stressed, a little anxious, but it was gonna be fun, gonna be cute. It was October, so it was like a spooky season thing to do. And so we light our candles and everything, and we put the planchette down, and we all sit in this little circle, and like we started asking questions. It fucking moves, and I was like, okay, one of y'all is playing a prank. Not the important part. Whatever. In the middle of our little Ouija board thing, fucking a giant rat comes running out from the middle of this bush surrounding us, and like literally is darting straight for us. And then this woman because it's in a neighborhood. She comes out of the front door with a broom to hit the rat because apparently, I don't know, she was like chasing the rat or something, and that interrupted us.
As
so
old women do. Old women, they've got their broom and they're like, shoo, get out of here.
Very that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so she interrupted our little seance, and then I was too nervous after to do anything, so I left. Because I was like, shit, well, someone's going to be watching us. I hate it.
Gin toast. It is. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is, was that a coincidence?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But other things have happened. Nothing super... Well, I mean... So that was my start to Ouija board experiences, and then she wouldn't do a Ouija board with me after that because she was like, "Oh, you're too stressed out. You'll never be able to like do this like without freaking out." And so I was like, "Okay, I'll prove you the fuck wrong." So then I made my own Ouija board, right? On a literal piece of cardboard. I wrote out the letters. I used a shot glass as the little planchette. And I conducted my own little seance in my room by myself, which obviously you're not supposed to do. I was 14. I was 15.
Why are you not waiting? Why are you not supposed to do that? What's wrong with that?
You're not supposed to do it on your own.
I'm not cool enough for
I don't even remember. It's something I heard from Julia.
I'm not that fucking
to be honest.
Cool. All right. So what's Julia doing right now?
I have no fucking clue. I have no idea. I haven't spoken to her in forever.
Julia.
Get
her on the phone. Call her up. 3-way call. Get Julia on the phone. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
You don't have to do that.
I was like, that would be so weird. Because our friendship did not end well. But
listen,
anyway,
sometimes they don't. Fairy Devin. Okay, so would you try again? That was when you were 14, and you said you tried it again. You made your own thing. You are now a grown adult, I assume, and
I'm 22. Yes.
Perfect. All right. Perfect. Above 18. That's all. That's for this stream. Perfect.
Yes.
So, would you try this again if you had at least 2 other people who knew what they were doing?
No, and here's why. So when I made my own Ouija board myself, it moved on its own, which freaked me the fuck out because I was like, oh, this shit's like real.
Was your hand on it? Was your hand on the glass piece?
Yes.
You're moving.
But I wasn't moving it.
See, I want to believe. All right, I'm not here to yuck yums. I'm not here to yuck yums. Keep going.
You don't have to.
Keep going.
So it moved on its own. I got freaked out, of course, so I threw it away. And fucking from then, for the next couple of years, my house just was super active, like at night. Like doors would open and close. There was one time in specific when I was sitting downstairs eating dinner. It was maybe like 2 a.m. because I had insomnia at the time. And fucking, I was literally just sitting there eating my dinner. And the blinds behind me just like fully, like, I don't even know, not exploded because it's like they didn't explode. But they kind of like, you know when something hits a blind and it like bounces back and forth and hits the window and rattles?
Yeah, like when I had a hornet come in and it pissed itself off and it was like a pinball machine in there.
Yeah, very that.
Yes.
But yeah,
I'm familiar.
Just like the blinds would move on their own and doors would open and close on their own. Like when I was in the bathroom, like brushing my teeth, like the door would just like slam shut. And I started seeing things out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, you know what? This spirit shit is not for me.
Pepe, let's
I was
do
like,
it.
you know what? I'm good, actually. And so I just regularly cleanse my house now, and I have a little protection oil that I put on myself every so often when I'm feeling super stressed.
All right. Because here's the thing. I had my roommate was very in tune with with spiritual things as well,
Mm-hmm.
would openly, I would just be walking around and he would just be like, that person, that's the devil, stay away from that person. But not in like a joking sense, like a real,
Right.
like I don't know, maybe this person had a sixth sense. I'm not really sure. But
Totally.
we used to live together, and he brought up
Mm-hmm.
one time, he's like, hey, I've been having crazy sleep paralysis with this woman who has like really long black hair, very Ring-esque, what's her name
Totally.
from the Ring, Samara?
Mm-hmm.
And will sit on my chest and just stare at me, and I can't move. And I was like, that's a bunch of
Wow.
shit. Then I took a nap one day, and it happened to me. And we went out like that day, because I was just like, Jinjos. But I was like, I'm a person. I'm Occam's razor. My mind immediately was like, I was thinking about this before I went to sleep, and I'm actually lucid dreaming this and doing it to myself because it's in my head.
Damn.
We went out to a gem
Maybe.
shop. We bought an herb bundle, and we burned it in the rooms, and it didn't happen anymore. And that's like the closest thing I'll get to A, B, and C of like someone telling me there was this person in the room, it happening to me, and then we burned an herb bundle, and C, it didn't happen again. So other than that, I feel like I'm not much of a believer, but there's a sliver of hope for me. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Weed. Wait, who's shitting on me? I missed it.
Huh?
Well, how do you like this Jinjo? How do you like this Jinjo, Fairy Devin?
This Jinjo is perfect. It is exactly what I wanted.
Nice. It is. It's a little ghostly Jinjo. It kind of looks like a plague
Oh, yeah.
doctor from back in the day.
Yeah. It's so funny. I have a little plague doctor sticker on my computer that says heteronormativity is a plague.
Amazing, Devin. Well, we got a couple more minutes. Like, what would it take? Would you be willing? How much money would you say that's enough to spend a night in like an old haunted place with a whole bunch of ghost hunting gear?
Honestly, it wouldn't take that much money. I think it would be really fun. Like, honestly, like
That's what
I wouldn't mess with Ouija boards, but I would, with my protection oil, with, the best vibes going in. Not if I was in a bad headspace, but with the best vibes going in. Yeah, I think it would be fun to bring in some dowsing rods, like a nice pendulum. I read tarot, so some tarot cards, that could be fun. Maybe like the little EMF reader.
Yeah. I want that. So, spirit box. There was a TikTok account that I was following. I really couldn't tell. Slaughter Bart, thank you. I appreciate it. This is for a nice pumpkin slap. Yeah, I'll do that. Gave you a couple. There you go. I used to follow this account. Anna in Space, how you doing? Record some voices. Exactly. I used to follow this TikTok account that was a spirit box account, and it was like the voice of like celebrities. And I was like, either this is real or you need to stop what you're doing because I feel like it's disrespectful. And I feel like there is a way to capture the supernatural in media that is beneficial and not disrespectful. And I'm trying to think, because I would love to stream an actual like ghost event, right? But I don't know if that's exploitative and wrong.
It's kind of a gray area. Because, like, on one hand, spirits may or may not be real. I fully believe they are, but given the fact that there is not technically any scientific proof, sure. Okay, 1 second. I have to address something. Dustin, I do not sound like Tyler Oakley. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, that was just the thing. Anyway, so it does feel a little, but if spirits were entirely real and this was proved as a scientific fact,
boxes. Yeah, keep going.
It would be exploitative because those would be literal dead people that you're profiting off of.
That's true. I think of it all the time. I'm like, why don't I see ghost hunters on Twitch? Because I would watch the hell out of that. But I never think of the kind of disrespect from the ghosts and family. But there's got to be some way that, because mediums exist, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people say mediums are A, either full of shit, B, disrespectful, because if they are full of shit, you can't mess with people like that. Or C, like, is that, are they doing quote unquote good work for people?
I mean, it depends. I mean, like, there's
corpse profit,
like,
exactly.
Well, yeah.
What if I only went around? All right, okay, here's the thing. What if I only went around and found? That'd be tough. Because, like, I'm thinking you can donate your body to science. I would 100% donate my soul to, like, supernatural research. Is that a thing?
I love that. It probably is a thing that we just don't know about.
Well, maybe that's a list that I can find and then say, all right, this is consent from the living that beyond the grave, I can do this.
Totally. Yeah, I'm sure it exists. I'm so sure.
If it doesn't, no one else can steal this idea from me. Otherwise, I will haunt the shit out of you.
There is an online joke about, how goth girls take photos like on graves and cemeteries. There was a joke list going around of people who said it was totally okay for goth people to take photos on their grave when they died, because people were saying it was disrespectful, and they were like, well, let's make a list of people who want to do this. We do. We live in a world where immediately I think people say there's something wrong about this, but I think that I love that the goth all the goth people were like, I grant you full permission because this is an aesthetic and we're respecting people, and goth culture is rad. And this has been a rad call, Fairy Devin. Thank you so much for calling in. Thanks. No problem. See ya.
Rad call. Ooh, I got some programs open. Yeah, I fat fingered the something or other over there down there. It's just like things getting crazy. Ooh, I like this. I kind of want to only keep it supernatural stuff. If you got like a supernatural story. And tomorrow, I forgot to tell Fairy Devin, if you're still here and listening, we're going to have someone reading tarot, someone who's been in the business for over 20 years.
Call from Alex.
Alex, do you want to? What do you think about getting haunted, huh?
What do I think about what?
Were you listening to the ghost conversation?
Yeah. I missed like the last 30 seconds though.
Are you, Dalton, how you doing, baby? Are you, rub your butthole, good, just a little pigeon, thank you for permitting that. That's a good one. Make sure, from this point forward, rub your butthole is perfectly allowed in my stream. I proclaim it to the world. Alexandra, are you a believer or a non-believer? In ghosts.
I'm like,
I don't care about your religion.
I have fucking bad anxiety that, like, who the fuck knows at this point? You know?
That's how. So, Lil Guys, who's sometimes in this chat, we have become close because we live in the same town, and I'm trying to convince Lil Guys to go out. And Lil Guys has worked in a gem shop, has gem shop knowledge about 10 years worth. And I'm trying to convince Lil Guys to go to a cemetery with me and do a Ouija board. And Lil Guys keeps telling me, be careful what you wish for. And I'm like, I want to believe. And again, the canned response is, be careful what you wish for. So you are like, I feel like you fall into the category of, I don't want to fuck with that shit because I have enough anxiety as it is.
Yeah, but like I like also live alone. So like the last thing I need is to like, I don't know, fucking like lose my mind.
Okay, but
I already do living alone.
Let's back this up. What about if you found, hey, thanks for getting sleepy with us. What if you found a ghost friend that is willing to haunt and protect you?
What is it gonna like haunt my whole house? Like the
No.
outside of my house, like a guard dog, or like the inside?
Yeah, it would protect you. It's like you would have a mutual, like, yes, cabinets are going to open and freak you out, and your milk is going to disappear, and the Ouija board that you keep trying to burn is going to come back. But at the end of the day, this ghost
I
will
want it to like
protect
hold my
you.
hand. Only if it'll hold my hand.
Yeah, ask it. I mean, if you can summon a ghost, it's all about communication. So you would have to ask it, like, it's a consenting thing between the two. Because here's what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks that, like, all ghosts are bad, right? I have no clue, by the way. But imagine, like, if I don't care. I feel like there's no scenario where I would be mean to somebody if I was a ghost. So there are good ghosts out there, right? Where's one? How you doing?
You wouldn't be mean to anyone as a ghost ever at all?
Maybe if they're a dick, yeah. Like I would haunt like a child bully.
Okay, so here's the thing about that though, is like most people who suck, like don't think that they suck, you know? So like maybe you suck and you just don't know that you suck. Like Hitler thought he was doing shit correct, you know? No?
What do you want on this pumpkin? What do you want me to draw on this pumpkin? Hold on. Jinjos are coming.
Okay, you have two options. You can draw Navi or you can draw Sasquatch.
What was the second one?
Sasquatch. Bigfoot.
Big butt.
Bigfoot.
There's no
Bigfoot.
filters to guarantee you won't get a visit from a demon. Okay. That's true.
What if it's a demon that holds my hand, though?
What'd you say? Something with a big butt? What did you say?
Bigfoot. Like
Bigfoot!
Sasquatch.
Bigfoot. Bigfoot's got a big... If Bigfoot has big feet, Bigfoot's got a big donk, all right?
He definitely, like a Chewbacca, you know?
You think Chewbacca was like had a dumpy wumpy?
No.
Okay.
Don't.
Maybe. This pumpkin is teetering, everyone. Like I'm gonna barely touch it. Whew. 13
Very nice
incher.
stool
Has
you
to
have.
be. Has to be. Squatch. All right.
Sasquatch.
All right. You said Navi, like from Legend of Zelda?
Yes.
Ooh, I'm gonna do that just because I'm just a fan. Are you excited that whatchamacallit is out on the Switch?
What's whatchamacallit?
Ocarina of Time. They
Is it?
re-released it again because you know how they be.
I started playing Breath of the Wild, and then my friend was like, "Whoa, cool! You have a Switch. I'm gonna play." And I was like, "That's fine." And then he deleted my save file, so then I started again. So I have not played anything else because like
So it's
I
hard to
need
see.
to fucking finish Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I would be the same way. I would probably never, ever, ever forgive your friend, but that's okay because how far were you into that game?
I was far enough for it to be incredibly annoying.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see, your friend could have just blamed it on a ghost at that point, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like talking about so much shit, I'm going to get haunted tonight.
Only you have to tell us about your hauntings, though.
Yeah, and then you know what? It's all in my head, and you know, that's how it's gotta be. But so you're telling me? No, you didn't say this yet. Would you, if I said, "Hey, let's go to a graveyard and do a Ouija board," would you do it?
Literally only if I like was not alone for the rest of my life.
Okay. And you wouldn't do it. This is an interesting one. Here, let's get a good close look at it. And you wouldn't do it. That looks good.
Very beautiful.
Okay, but there's a percentage that you could tame a really cool badass ghost that would protect you for all of eternity.
What percent do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't know ghost percentages.
What if it like haunted me so much that like I killed myself? You know, like anything is possible, man.
That's true.
I feel like I would like jump off a building or something because I just couldn't take it anymore. I would really lose it.
But is it truly the ghost, or is it like in your head? I guess that's my main question. Is like, I feel like so many people that say they've had an experience with the supernatural. My immediate thought is like, you're stressed out in this situation. There is auditory and visual hallucinations, and your brain just because I've been driving late at night, and I think that like a little animal scurries across the road, and it's just because like I'm tired, right?
Yeah.
And like I'm like, maybe similar situation happening.
I mean, it's just fucking meat and electricity up there, you know?
Oh, okay, another idea.
It's just doing things.
Another idea. Mm-hmm. What if there was a graveyard that was designated all really nice, chill people who were just super chill and nice, and you did it in that graveyard? It's like an organic ghost graveyard.
Yeah, and then it turns out like The Sims, and then they like come to my house, and then I have sex with one, and then I get a ghost baby.
Ooh, okay. So now we're talking ghost babies.
Ghost babies.
How many ghost babies do you know?
In The Sims, I knew a lot. It was like my main goal.
Casper. The chill yard. Exactly, Tim Schuster. Where's the chill yard? Exactly. Farm to table haunting. I'm not trying to... very clearly, I think that it is best for you not to do this. I'm not advocating for you to do this. I'm just trying to see at what point would you do this, and it's money. How much money would you have to be paid to go into an old-timey jail from the 1700s and spend a night alone?
I don't think I'd make it. Like, I literally don't even think I'm like capable of doing that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like it would fuck my brain up so hard that I would just never function normally anymore.
That's true. I feel like you have to be in a very specific state of mind to say, I'm willing to like mess with the supernatural right now. Which I'm
not even that, but in a super fucking haunted place, how much money would you save?
Well,
you could just stay alone overnight in like the most
how many people have you read about that like something happens to them that no one can explain because they spent the night hunting ghosts?
Yeah, but like people already write
Western
fucking ghost hunters off to some extent. So it's
Rocket
not
Man.
like you're fucking
pirates
pulling information from a group of super credible people in the first place.
So zero.
Man, fuck.
What about an old a haunted pirate boat?
A haunted pirate boat.
Do they exist still?
I'm not sure that is a thing. Maybe.
Hierophant. Okay. I believe you strictly based on your name. Chippy Chappy, how you doing? Ghost Ship 1. Grubs, how you doing? There is a threefold rule. Whatever energy you put out will come back to you threefold. Okay, this makes sense because a lot of people. That's again like be careful what you wish for, and also like it's ghost logic is magnified. So if I put in very little effort to this, I might get a small return. So I'll just go to a place and be nonchalant about it and get a really tiny haunting. Is that what you're saying? Hex who you want. What do you think about, what do you think about that? What do you think about, like, hexing things, Alexandra? Could you ever put a hex spell on someone?
I don't think I care enough to do that.
All right, so if we're applying threefold rule, and you go into a haunted pirate ship, and you don't care, you're just like, I don't care enough, you're going to be fine.
Okay, so the goal here is that we should go fucking play with the Ouija board.
No.
Fucking...
Because I don't want to be... listen, no... That's not what this is about. Because if you get haunted, then I'm legally obligated, because that's under the Twitch contract. Hey, Slaughter Bar Fasty, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'll get you. There you go. Slap that pumpkin a little bit. Come on. Nice slap. A good hex must also be countered. Okay. Well, Alexandra, I think that in time you will know when you're ready to go to a haunted pirate ship and nonchalantly wander its starboard and port side.
Okay, well, I look forward to hearing about your fucking Ouija board cemetery.
Listen, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, and I'm either going to get haunted, no one will ever see me again, or I'm going to come out of it and say, hey, I shouldn't have done that. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, this is scary and anxiety-ridden.
Yes. I hope that your anxiety levels are better. Radcool.
Okay, bye.
This song goes. This is the song that I would play for the ghost and be like, "Hey, listen, this is what music has become. I don't know what time you lived, but we're all listening to 100 Gex and Hyperpop. And listen, thank your lucky stars. And in space, thank you so much for the 666 bits. I love this song too. It's like I feel like it's like stepping on little tiny fuzzy horns." Supernatural tonight. I didn't think it was gonna be, but
Call from
Tim shuts the door.
Tim.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to let you know that I just spoke to the people from Soft Giving today. We're gonna hot route that speaker to you, and Dat Rat is not going to get it. Okay?
Oh. Well, I don't know. I thought he won it fair and square.
Let me tell you.
By rule, he won. He won it fair and square. I sucks for me, but oh well.
I'm also ready for this K-Lizard. I'm very excited. All right, Tim, I want to break it down this way. I messaged the Soft Giving people like 10 days ago, right after the stream, and I was like, hey, I botched that giveaway for the speaker. And I didn't hear from them for a little bit. I got an email that was like, Dat Rat, you've won. Because, of course, I put my fucking email as the thing, and the name was Dat Rat. That was not planned.
Wait, really?
None of this was planned. None of that was planned. That's why you can go back and watch the VOD. I'm dying when that happens. The funniest thing that's ever happened.
I was dying too. I was crying from laughter. It was just so perfect.
You can't write that. It's something that you cannot put into the stream.
No, it's like, if it had been any viewer, it wouldn't have been as funny. If it had been fucking, I don't know. If it had been Roybos, it wouldn't have been as funny. But because it was Dat Rat, it was fucking hilarious.
It was. It was absolutely hilarious. I had to hold
the
my
rat
shit
always
together.
Comes out on top.
I had to keep my shit together. It was one of the funniest things ever. Hold on, my music's all goofy right now. I gotta hold on. Tim shuts the doors. I'm gonna real quick fix the music. I will say, so I contacted them and I was like, hello, I live on an island in Hawaii. No, I need you to send this somewhere else because like otherwise we're just gonna be playing like you ship it here and then you. So I sent this to them like 10 days ago and they just got back to me today and they were like, "Can you please elaborate on how you botched the giveaway?"
Oh my god.
And I was like, "Listen, so that rat won the giveaway, but it should have gone to Tim, and Tim's also going to get this VHS tape, and I cut my sweater into pieces, and I got to send that to them." And they're probably like, who were you? Why did we do something with you? It was ridiculous, Tim. I digress. It was just a funny conversation.
They're never going to want to work with you again.
They will, because we raised some good money, but then they'll be like, "By the way, this person is a batshit crazy, and we love it." And that's what they love about me. You know, Tim shuts the doors.
Yes, I do. I do know.
Exactly. I've got this pumpkin for you. I'd like to draw something right under this beautiful, beautiful Navi that I created, Jinjo's, that I created for Alexandra. And now I want to create something for you. And also, it sounds to me like you've got some supernatural stories.
I do, actually. Well, okay. So, well, first let's start with, part of me is tempted to make you draw Ted Danson since the Jinjos are on there. But, I think we'll go for, make like a super duper elaborate door.
Okay. Okay.
Like, make it like, I'm not talking like your average, like, bedroom door. Don't skip out on me. I want like a fancy door. Like give me your best door.
I got
like
you.
The coolest door you can think of, and make sure it's shut because that is like super important.
Well, we're too late. It's open.
Oh, all right. I guess I'll have to shut it myself after this call.
I was gonna say, shut that door. But what's your crazy story?
All right, so let me preface this with saying I am a skeptic.
You're what?
I personally, do I think ghosts?
Too close.
Do I think spirits could exist? Possibly. I think it is a possibility that there is more to spiritual realm than meets the eye.
Is this thing on? Are we on? Am I on the Zoom call? My grandchild's. I gotta win. I gotta win this. I gotta win this. You know. All right, keep going. Sorry, your childhood. Yes.
Yes. My child. I never mentioned my childhood. You're just making shit up now, Moneyworms.
I'm just making shit up. All right. What did you say?
I was saying, so I'm a skeptic.
You're a skeptic, okay.
But, I mean, I do think there could be the possibility, but I'm the type of person that usually tries to explain things away using common sense first. So, but when I was a child, my parents swear by me that I experienced a supernatural. I had a supernatural experience, and I remember this. I remember.
Julia's not alive. How you doing, baby? Play that Smite. Okay? So you were a baby. So you're already relying.
No, I wasn't a baby. I was about 3 years old.
Okay, 3 is still. You're very impressionable. You're relying on someone else to tell you a ghost story. But go on. I'm not trying to be a skeptic. Go on. Go on.
Well, no, I still remember it. I just interpret it differently than my parents do.
Okay.
So when I was a child, I used to see a man. I used to see a man that would walk around my house. He was always in a suit. I would never. His qualities were very, I guess, sleazy. Like they're not very memorable. I remember he was a white man in a suit that would always walk around the house, and whenever he was around, I would always feel comfortable. And I would frequently talk about him. Like Like, I would frequently
What'd you say? You frequently
say, like, hey,
blogged
my
about
name's
him?
here. What?
You frequently blogged about him? What did you say?
Talk.
Okay.
I would talk about him. And it was just like, he was just a man, and like, he would never say anything to me. He would just like watch me. And like, I would feel comfortable when he was there. And you see, I always think it was probably an imaginary friend.
Yes, that's what I was going to say first. I was like, great, you had your first imaginary friend experience.
It is odd that it would be an adult, but my parents swear by me that it was a ghost, that I was witnessing a ghost as a child.
A ghost of a child, but it was a
like I was witnessing a ghost
as a child.
I, as a child, was
so
witnessing a ghost.
Your parents couldn't. Okay. Is there anyone in chat too? Please feel free to speak up. I feel like if you're a ghost and you're haunting a child, like, you suck. You're just terrible, and I don't even believe that can happen. I don't care if you're a demon or what.
Maybe I don't. What if he wasn't haunting me?
Oh, go away.
I mean, he didn't scare
No, that's
me.
what I'm saying. I'm just saying in general. Like, if you're a ghost and you're taking advantage of a child, I feel like you suck as a ghost. You know. Exactly. Started bar fasting. Spooky shit. We're talking about all kinds of spooky shit. Julia's not live. So, do you? Seriously, this is what I would do. I would try to contact that ghost.
Well, I haven't seen him I haven't seen him in ages, which honestly makes me even think more that he was just an imaginary friend.
Yeah, but I feel like there are answers that you need. Like, why was this person there? Yeah, what if he didn't know he was there? Good point.
But I mean, what? I'm already a skeptic. Why would I waste my time?
Okay, so you see it as a waste of time. Is there anything?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a waste of time. Well, I don't know. Maybe waste of time isn't the right word. But, I don't know. Like, why tempt fate? Like, why tempt fate?
Why not befriend a child?
By trying to reach out.
You are a gift from Yahweh. Oh. Makale. Saucy Fear, how you doing? I agree.
If like scary stories have ever taught you anything, it's that when you try to reach out into the spiritual realm, shit always goes wrong. You always contact a fucking demon or a vengeful spirit or some shit like that.
Yeah, but you're a non-believer. Tim. I'm in your same boat.
Which makes it even more likely, wouldn't it?
You don't know that. You don't know that because
in a ghost horror movie,
it's
the non-believer. It's the skeptic.
Listen, Tim shuts the doors. There's two of me on screen, and my head's next to a pumpkin. You gotta listen to me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I have been told that when a lot of ghosts, their behavior is dependent on the way that they died, and it is not the person's consciousness, but a fragment of how they died that is still lingering. And a lot of ghosts stick around because they died in a very painful and anguishing way, and that's why they're haunting things. And that's why a lot of ghosts are seen as a bad thing. It's like their life is not complete because they went out in anguish and it's a shard of themselves. So, there is a way to politely contact these ghosts as to not anger them. And you're not going out there and just throwing a Ouija board at the wall and throwing a thing at the wall. You're going out there and you're inviting a conversation that is respectful. But here's the thing. A lot of people say you can invite a bad ghost, but you can also invite good ghosts. Tim shuts the doors.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That makes sense. But even then, I mean, I still don't really believe, I guess. I mean, again,
I'm
I
gonna be a
don't know.
ghost.
I don't know. So like,
I'm in
I
your
just-
same boat. I'm in your same. This is what I would do, Tim. I would spend a night in the most haunted castle in the world if I had the specific tools, and I know that if I perish, then ghosts are real, and I will be in a movie someday. But if they're not, then I will say I did that.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like if I perish in the castle, it would be more
Somewhere in the middle.
Wow.
If it's somewhere in the middle,
now I know.
then I'm
Now
just some
now
random
I am a
crazy guy that's like, no, fucking ghosts, man. And then like, so what? And then it's like, so what? Papers on astral projection. Wouldn't ghosts be real? Then you gotta be the ghost, Tim. Maybe we are the ghosts.
That would be you're just describing the plot twist of the others. You're not even being original now, Moneyworms. Come on now, get original with your lore.
You know what's original, Tim? Donating your body to spiritual science, which is what I'm gonna start, and you can't steal that from me.
Ooh, now that is an original idea.
Okay. There has to be a crew.
What do you want them to do with your body? Do you want them to use you as a sacrifice to the great Cthulhu?
Yes. Listen, anything for the Dark Prince. Pumpkins. Yes, spiritual science. You sign a waiver. It's a whole company, and then you can give that so that we can ethically research ghosts that have consented to being called upon beyond the grave, Tim. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sensing all of you. No, honestly, we're all in a brain in the vat anyways. You're all going to wake up in a big pool of sludge, and you're this tall, and you're a bean, and you're just being harvested for your energy. Ethical ghost science. Yes, Grubs, exactly. All right, so Tim shuts the doors. How much money would it take for someone to say you're going to spend a night inside of this?
I do it for free.
Transylvania. You'll do it for free. Why?
I do it for free.
Why? Yes, Kane Rohan. Yes, human being.
Because I think. Well, I think it'd be a neat experience.
Fairy Devin, you're in juices. You're in jam jar jelly. It'd be neat. Exactly. Experience.
I think it'd be like I would do it for free and I'd do it alone. I think it'd be a neat experience, a cool story.
Yep. Beans
and
are
I am fairly certain that I'd be fine.
Bean meme. Wow, bean meme. We're just talking about beans. I've summoned you. There is the afterlife is real after all. Tim, I agree with you. There are certain things in my life that I don't think or experience that I would love, like I don't know, free climbing, spelunking in like spaces that are like the size of me, where you have to like breathe out and then get through it before you breathe in again. Otherwise, you're just stuck there. There are just certain things that like I don't think that would be an experience that I would like. But you know what? I would like to spend a night in a haunted something and just have the tools at my disposal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even need tools. I just like spend the night. Like, give me a pillow and a blanket.
Western Australia, I would do that. That sounds fun. Yes, blanket, tools, all that kind of stuff. Tim, I think that was probably an imaginary friend that you made up, and that's how your parents are remembering it. But if you do some sort of anything to contact the dead, I would 100% try to find that being, because I think they were good to you before. They're going to be good to you in the future.
But you just said that you thought he was an imaginary friend.
I'm just saying. I'm just giving you options, Tim. I bit the balloon.
I getcha.
Rad call, Tim. Thank you so much for calling in. And I liked that story. That was a great story. Rad call.
Rad call, Moneyworms. Rad call.
Tim's an OG soul skater, everybody. Tim shuts the doors, everybody. Check out this pumpkin so far. Slightly not in frame, which is okay.
Call from
Muffin.
I'm going muffin.
Hey, welcome. How would you like to die?
I in my sleep.
Really? Are you sure
Yeah.
you don't want to go in a fiery blaze in your 1985 Countach?
That would be okay. Instant is fine. Fire.
Okay.
I'm kind of. I feel like fire wouldn't be fun.
Fire was not fun. So drown in your 1945 Countach.
I know, Alexander. Straight to the point, right? Yeah. I don't want to drown. I don't want to be engulfed in flames. I want it to be quick and painless. And as soon as
car poisoning in your 1945 Countach.
yes, I appreciate you, Tim Shuts the Doors.
I am drawing a
appreciate you.
1995 Countach. That's why I'm asking.
If I ever get one, would you want to test drive it, Ongoing Muffin?
Yes, I'll test drive it with you.
Yeah,
I'll be
Pepe,
your.
I
I'll
think
also be
it
the
would
dummy. I'll be the dummy if you do crash. You know the one that goes like when you slow mo it.
I don't know the specific crash test. Yes, I do know what you're talking about. Yes.
It's like Buster from Mythbusters, basically. That's a good
Mythbusters.
slap. That's a good slap. That's how they do it in the industry.
I want a pumpkin. Yo, Lyle Forever, how you doing, baby? Pumpkin looking thick, extra thick, gingers. Well, I know you're a believer, Ongoing Muffin, but do you believe in the supernatural?
Yes, 100% yes. Even though I'm a Catholic, I believe in the supernatural. Even if I believe in ogres.
So you believe in guilt ghosts? You believe in ghosts that haunt you
100%.
while you masturbate?
Well, they don't have to specifically doing that, but ghosts do haunt. Yes.
What would you do? What would you do if a ghost caught you masturbating?
Die.
We
go faster. What did you say, Cliff? I just go faster.
Listen.
Oh, yep.
Do you have any?
That's a dominant.
Do you have any ghost stories that you've encountered? Everyone.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
What can I draw for you on this prime real estate right here?
There is this tall white lady, and then she just kidnapped the guy. We never saw him again.
What can I draw here? And then you can tell that story. But what can I draw here on this rind?
Draw the Countach. It's the final. It's the symbol, baby. Draw the Countach, baby.
All right. You're making me draw cars. Cars is one of the hardest. Listen, let me tell you, as an artist, cars, furniture, and shoes are incredibly difficult.
Shoes are definitely hard. I'm drawing the Countach right now. I'm just gonna start. So, back in the Philippines, we had this kid. Okay, he was a little, just a little on the fungus side.
The fungus side?
Poignant side.
Okay. Go on.
Okay, he was literally just, just sliding everywhere in the jungle gyms and whatnot. And literally this woman came up and she was tall. Like really tall, but I can't tell it's because we were young or because she was supernaturally tall. Everyone's tall when you're a youngster.
What is supernaturally tall?
Okay, it's like when your teachers do kung fu in the teacher's lounge, and it's like that kind of supernatural. You know?
Ongoing Muffin, I'm going to be honest with you. You and I had a very different upbringing.
Well, whether I don't. Yeah. Well, at least we can meet in the middle. You know.
We can meet in the middle, and that's what I love about you, Ongoing Muffin. All right. So there was a giant pail. What you said she was dressed? Was she dressed in white?
Yeah. Yeah, she was dressed in all white. Like, we call her the white lady in, like, the Philippines.
You say we. Oh, okay. This is in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, so it's like we never saw that guy again. Like, I'm not sure if it could be, like, but, like, it's crazy because, like, you can't miss this lady. She's tall, you know?
So, Ongoy,
Like,
if
she's like identifiable.
if I googled the tall white lady Philippines, I would find stories about this person.
No, maybe white lady.
White lady
Philippines.
Okay.
And it's just like you find movies about that shit.
Okay.
But like the fact that she's tall, because tall is supernaturally tall. Okay, I think we're all focusing on the wrong aspect here, and like it's just
what's everybody saying?
Yeah,
was she tall? Was she tall? Did she have a long back? That's a good question, Ken. But did she have a long back?
No, she's just like really, like legs, I guess. Tall, legs and like long. Like everything of her was unnaturally long. Like we saw this guy get basically abducted at night because our parents, because you ever go to a party and like your parents just leave you alone? Like, hey, go play with the kids,
Yes, all the time. My parents,
and,
they were always shoving me off to think that's pretty good Countach. That's not bad.
And like literally, that is a good Countach. It's better than my Countach. You added a little clown pill to it. Also in the wind. It's in the wind. It's getting spirited away. So yeah, like we literally just went to ourselves and literally like there's a playground, a rusty ass playground next to like one of the neighborhoods we live in. And it's just like it's the reason why we think it's a ghost because it's a gated, there's a guard. We're in a community, and it's just like what? So I basically witnessed a kidnapping when I was younger, and we never saw that guy again. But the strange thing was, like, I never got the kid's name, so I don't even know if the kid was real.
How much? Do you ever go back to this place in the Philippines?
Yeah, I go there often. It's just like it gets less and less scarier when I go back there.
Okay, that's good. So would you go back there?
So weird.
Would you go back there alone with some sort of conduit to let you speak with this infamous tall woman?
In the Philippines, we don't. No, like
kid
we
was
don't.
the ghost.
We don't do that. The spirits go to you.
Yeah,
like, there's no even
that's
need.
what I'm saying.
There's no need.
I'm
There's
single.
no need
I'm
to
trying to
get them.
mingle. I don't care.
Like,
I would date. What if Ongoing Muffin? What would you do if I said I was dating a ghost?
I'll be jealous.
Is that how I go viral?
You date a ghost?
Yeah, I'm in a relationship with a ghost.
No, because everyone wants that. Everyone would be jelly of you,
Dynamic, thank you.
Hold hands. Can you
Is that
hold
me?
hands?
Are you talking about me? Are you talking about me? You're not talking about me, are you? Look at this. I look like you're. I look like your grandparents trying to call a Zoom call. High profile. Exactly. I gotta hold on. Let me. Yo, Western Australia. Thank you so much for the gifted tier 1 subs to Fluker Pink, Jessica, Devin K, Twitches, Baron Radio, and the Dankster. Wow, the Dankster. I know it is. I feel like that is a high profile. Like, do I need to pick a celebrity that's like?
Celebrity
what if I just claimed? That I'm dating.
Who's a hot dead person? You can find me that.
Queen Elizabeth.
Hot and dead. Queen Elizabeth's still alive. Are we talking about the first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Okay, you dating Queen Elizabeth I. How did you guys meet?
Cleopatra. I'm dating Cleopatra. I summoned
Okay.
Cleopatra. We're dating, and I want to marry her. And I'm going to go to the high courts to make sure that we are wed before the next harvest moon.
Are you like gonna fight with like which afterlife did you meet Cleopatra? Is this from the Egyptian afterlife or like what kind of afterlife setting was she escaped from?
What's going on? Not like other gamer girls. We're horny for ghosts tonight. We're talking
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra. We're talking about.
We're recurring.
Let's say that I wanted to declare that I'm dating a ghost. Who is that? Can I do that? Because I'll open up a portal if I can find somebody to date. That's where I'm at in life, Uncle Muffin. Are you there?
Is there consent? That's all that matters. If there's consent, because if you do it one-sidedly, that means you kind of like.
Dirk Koningston, that's a great question. What does your sexual life look like with a ghost?
Can you get ghost steroids or
Is there consent? There absolutely is. Because here's the thing. When we open the portal, that is consenting, and it is consenting for the relationship. I'm just saying, if I hypothetically was going to date a ghost, Uncle Muffin, would you look at me any differently? Would you judge me for it? Would you yuck my yums?
Any differently. I said before, as my stance before, I would still be jealous of what you have. But also, like, would you have to worry about ghost children? Half alive, half dead thing if if an accident happens.
Thank you for calling in, Uncle Muffin. This has been a rad
Thank
call.
you for calling in. Hold on. Is there anything you want to say to the Archbishop of Guatemala before I leave?
Yeah, if he knows any good fucking consenting graveyards, because that's another thing. I'm doting. Uncle Muffin, what do you think of that? I'm going to donate my body to supernatural science so that in the future, if you want to like mess with the afterlife, you've got a solid Jinjos. You have a solid...
So can we have a consent of dating you right now? Since you're alive and as you're dead.
You got a consenting graveyard. Exactly. We're going to open up a consenting graveyard. It is a consenting... Everybody that's buried there is organic. It's organic. It's organic.
I feel like we
Yes, I'm giving you consent for everything. Whatever, Uncle Muffin. Rad call.
I feel like we opened up the portal. Okay, rad call here.
No, wait, what were you going to say? I'm not going to cut you off.
Okay. I feel like we completely just, if we take this out of context, all the necrophiles were just, I don't want to, oof. Yeah, no. Yeah, we just opened up the portal.
No. Necrophilia is different from summoning a ghost and forming a relationship with that ghost. That's different. Necrophilia is never consenting. I want everyone to understand that. It's never. You gotta blow some cobwebs. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, you gotta dust off the cobwebs and then. But you know what? At this point, I'm dusting off the cobwebs, everybody. So you know what? It doesn't matter if you're alive or dead. If you're slapping pumpkin, you're slapping pumpkin. Thanks for calling in, Uncle Muffin.
Okay, rad call. Love you guys.
Rad call, baby. Where's one? Consenting Graveyard Fund. Yeah, that has a weird connotation to it. We can't call it that. But here's the thing. We can call it donating your body to spiritual science. And I like that. I don't know. There's something there. There's something there.
Call from Melbo.
Melbo.
What's up, spooky boy?
Melbo. Are you a believer?
Kind of.
Kind of.
I think that it is ridiculous to assume that we know everything about the Earth and our own awareness and consciousness and stuff, but I don't believe that there's somebody going around looking like people think ghosts think they look.
It is, Fritter Bar. Slap the Blumpkin. I agree with you. I very much agree with you. Yo, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Thank you. I missed your
Did you ever
streams.
hear about that kid that was like
5 and talking about how in a past life he was on like a some fighter jet or whatever, and was talking about like actual very specific things about the fighter jet that he flew. And then they brought him to like a bunch of people that were still alive. And he's like, Jerry, what's fucking going on, man? And they're like, dude, what the hell? And then he was like sharing stories with them and stuff.
I think I did actually, but does that prove? That doesn't prove ghosts.
If we're taking the story as fact, which, you know, whether you do or you don't, that's your own ding-dang business, and that's totally fine.
Let's see if I can pick this up with my teeth. Hold on.
But, cool.
My parents paid for my orthodontist, and they're not watching. I want to see if I can pick this pumpkin up with my mouth. You ready?
Oh, I bet you can. Yes.
I can, but I'm nervous. I got a premonition of my whole mouth falling out, cartoon style, and I can't do it. I gotta stop.
Like
Drummer Har. Like you're like, I know. Drummer Har see on dollar signs. You know what Seekling is dealing with. I do. Drummer Har, everybody. Drummer Har, welcome. Thank you for being here.
How much orthodontist work did you need? Because I needed a bunch myself.
I did. I had the bite block. Are you familiar?
Bite block. No, I'm not. Rad name though.
Bite block. All right, so let me describe the bite block to you. I had such an overbite that had I shut my mouth with braces on, I've got very large teeth. Let's see if you can. Well, no, because this camera doesn't do me justice. This one does. I've got very large incisors. People are baffled. Every dentist that I go to says you have the sharpest incisor teeth that I've ever seen, and it runs in my family, and it is evolutionarily good.
Is it? Because it sounds like it caused you a lot of problems.
Exactly. No, because I could bite a license plate in half if I had to, Melbo.
Have you?
Well, maybe. Not my own.
Would you bite a ghost?
Would I bite a ghost? I'd bite a ghost. Is that what you asked me? Well, anyways, yeah. I don't know what we're getting at. Okay, bite block. I would have bit off the bottom brackets of my braces because I had an overbite and because I have powerful jowls. And I had to have a bite block, which is a block that sits on the top of your mouth so that you can't bite more than this right here. I had it for like 4 months. And the first thing I tried to eat was a Taco Bell quesadilla, and I gummed that thing until it was mush.
Wow, that's terrible. Thank you for sharing.
It was. Bite block like a pro. Exactly. Do it. Bite. I could bite a steel elevator cable. I could if you needed me to. Erotic. How is erotic not? Greenlit. Ooh. I've got some space on this rind right here. What can I draw for you as you tell me your supernatural stories?
Can you draw a pumpkin that's smiling but not a jack-o'-lantern? Just a smiling pumpkin?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you.
Were you afraid I was going to say no?
Well, you kind of went, and I didn't know what that meant.
Melbo, I like this request from you. And you know what I'm going to do?
Thank you.
I'm going to give a nice set of teeth and some good, and not jackal. Have you ever seen a pumpkin that just has like living eyeballs? I haven't. And a nose.
Not yet.
Ooh, it's shadowed a little bit. There you go.
Oh yeah, I had a severe underbite that from pre-K to 8th grade. I had a variety of headgear and retainers, and then eventually braces.
Okay. So you had headgear. I didn't have headgear. I had the bite block though, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemies.
I would.
The bite block?
I wish a lot of things on my worst
enemies.
A lot. Yeah, I don't care.
Ooh, so all right,
enemies.
Okay. Have you dabbled in hexes then?
I have not.
Okay.
I would, but I just haven't had the avenue.
All
I don't
right.
know if it would work. It would be more of like a fun thing.
All right, okay. So you wouldn't want, because here's the thing, like, if it works, you would feel bad if that person was hexed, right?
I mean, it depends on who I'm hexing, because if I am actually hexing somebody that I don't like, and they did suffer from it, then I'd go, hee hee hee.
That's all I need to hear.
And then I would freak out because magic is real.
That's all I need to hear then, you know?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So, don't mess with Melbo, everybody, because I feel like you gave a good answer. I mean, I'm not yucking your yum. That's something I'm never going to do is yuck your yum. I don't think I could hex somebody, but I could open up a portal to hell.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The devil's probably lonely, and like he's doing some hard work down there. You know, like
exactly.
You know, it takes a lot of effort and management to punish all of the sinners and stuff.
Do not sexualize the worm, and do not clip this.
Who's sexualizing
Whatever you
the
do,
worm?
no one is allowed to clip this. If I find out you clip this, I'm gonna send a hex. We're hexing you tonight. I'm going to send a hex on you. Is hexing against TOS? I have no idea. Melbo, I'm drawing this pumpkin orange, and you will not be able to tell the difference, but I want to do it just because I think it's stupid.
That's very sweet. Thank you.
And I'm going the extra mile, so if you were to get this pumpkin in the mail, say a month from now, you will be able to tell that I drew orange on this pumpkin.
Thank you so much. Out of everything that I have requested for you to mail to me, I would not include the pumpkin on that list. But the sentiment is noted and well appreciated.
Wow. I wasted my own time there. All right, let's take a good close look at this. Does this fit your description? Does this fit your description?
Yeah, it's perfect.
This is the first pumpkin, not a jack-o'-lantern I've ever drawn. That was a very interesting thing to request. I like that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, look at all those people that said they clipped it. There he is. He's just hanging out. He's chilling. All right, let's talk some supernatural now. So, Melbo, I entirely forget. Are you a believer? You said half in, half out, right?
Yeah,
Filipino,
TLDR. Shit's weird. Who knows?
Shit's weird. Who knows? Agreed. I'm in the same boat. I want to believe. I want to. And that's why I want to go to a graveyard and open a portal for things. But I feel like I don't. There's something in me that says, like, what if, you know?
I don't know. Like I spook pretty easily. So I think in that sort of situation, I would definitely get spooked. But afterwards, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know. But
murder vibes.
That's because
me or the pumpkin?
Heart on my sleeve kind of person. Just always feeling it.
All right, that's how I feel too. Okay, so I'm the kind of person that when a sound, I am startled easily, but I feel like I have very high mental fortitude of saying, like, there's no reason to be afraid right now. I feel like that's more important than, like, being startled easily, because I feel like if it was the inverse, if I was not startled easily, but it's like a door did open and I'm like, that's a goat. Like, that's not I'm very Occam's razor person, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The real sea chicken. How you doing? That's true. That's a good question. Do you believe in aliens?
Oh yeah. Who doesn't?
Same.
I mean, even the government was like, yeah, there's UFOs, and everybody, because it was summer of 2020, went, yeah, we have bigger problems right now, so
the herb.
We're just gonna ignore that real quick.
The herb's hitting. It just hit when the edible hits. What am I doing when do I look stony blowing? I agree with you, Melbo. aliens exist. So is it? But there's laws of physics and there's something, laws of nature, right? Like, this pumpkin's got a mind of its own. There's like gravity and magnets and
here on this planet.
Yes. Well,
specifically,
I feel like there are universal laws more so. The house on the spot. So Filipinut, definitely a believer. So you use prayer against the supernatural, which I feel like I don't think I would be able to do that. So maybe there's a level of security of that too. And I've seen fucking magnets. How do they work? Exactly. You get me. And I've seen, Exorcist, and I'd be so screwed in that situation because I wouldn't be able to do anything. But at the end of the day, it's like you kind of know that whatever this ghost is going to do to you it won't be forever.
Wait, are we talking about ghosts again or aliens?
Listen, laws of nature, Melbo. Let's go back. I'm deep in the chat right now. Laws of nature.
Okay.
Laws of nature.
So if you really want to get into the laws of nature and talk about supernatural and stuff, I'd like to pose a question to you. Why can you feel when someone's looking at you when you're not looking at them? Dinjo.
Oh, I'm missing something. Why is this not showing up? Hold on. What am I missing? Did somebody... James John Leach, how you doing? What did I just miss on the screen?
Jinjos?
I don't know. We saw it. The one black guy. How you doing, baby? It's good to see you in here. All right, what was your question again?
Okay. In talking about like believing in things you can't see or whatever,
Yes.
if you want to get into like a conversation about it, how come we can tell when people are looking at us when we're not looking at them and we turn around and we see them staring at us? Like, why do we feel that?
What is it that you feel? Describe that.
You've never felt like somebody was watching you and you turn around and you see someone watching you?
I don't think so. I feel like... No, I don't think I've had like a premonition of someone's watching me and I turn around and someone's watching me.
Well, it's not like a premonition. You just like, you feel it. Like a lot of people are saying instinct, which
How you doing?
yes, but like, how do you know? Like, sure, instinct comes into play with it, but what neurons are firing in your brain that says turn around, someone's looking at you?
I don't know.
You've apparently never have felt this, which is bananas, but maybe also that's why you're a streamer.
I don't think I have. I have severe ADHD, so I don't know if that plays a factor into it. So maybe I'm
also have severe ADHD, but I have.
Let's have an You ready? You want to have an ADHD off? You ready to do this thing?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Hold on 1 second, though. I have to do 80 things and then forget.
What's the X gene? What did you say? I'm just kidding you. I was listening, but I had to pay attention. All right. Here's what I will say. I have felt deja vu, and I feel like that is my one. Okay, I feel this is something weird that I can't explain. While I have not felt that people are looking at me and turned around, I have had deja vu,
So I don't think that point can be negated based on your own experiences, but as somebody who has also felt it, brains can get familiarity from a bunch of stuff. So like maybe the room smelled a certain way, or like the particular combination of like not enough sleep or like slight hunger or whatever when you were standing in a room about the same size, maybe that was it too. But like,
because they say, Melbo, they say, as I write this one, they say that It's the closest thing that we can get to predicting the future. Deja vu is.
But how do you predict the future if you realize in that moment that you've seen this before? Like, how does that help if you don't know what the next step is?
Because, well, but that's not the thing. It's the fact that your waking mind is realizing that as you had dreamt, because they say that deja vu comes from your dreams, that you have been in this situation before. So it's not a matter of you're predicting the future and then you're doing something from it. It's that you're awake, and when you predicted it when you were sleeping, like you're not using the same like consciousness. So if you were asleep again, you'd be able to recognize it. But like when you're awake and you were asleep in the past, it's like you can't use it. It's like two different people trying to communicate to each other. The one that's sleeping that's saying, hey, this is going to happen. And the one that's awake that's like got the message but couldn't decipher it, but got like half of it.
Yeah, I understand what you mean, and I think it does have some validity, but like it's just that check is just not cashing for me, you know?
Gotcha. The same way that the people are watching me and I turn around, they're actually watching me, doesn't cash for me.
I mean, there's a whole song about it. I always feel like somebody's watching me.
There
Crushed
is.
It.
And then there's a whole song about deja vu, too.
Which one?
There's some deja vu songs. There is a song called Deja Vu. I'm having deja vu at the Chuck E. Cheese. I got tickets galore. You know, it's that one.
Oh man, do you remember Chuck E. Cheese? Oh, I'm sorry, Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Saucy Fear. I'm glad you're digging it. Saucy Cheese. Our time here has come to an end, Melbo, but this was a good, constructive conversation, and I will leave you with this. How much would you have to be paid to spend the night in a haunted pirate ship?
Is it out on the ocean, or is it like at a dock and I can safely exit at any time?
All right. You're asking good questions. It's safely parked. It's just super haunted.
I would like to say like $2 million bucks. I'd probably do it for like 500. I don't care.
That's it. All right. That's a good answer. And maybe someday you will have that situation and I will hold you to it, okay? Rad call.
Fingers crossed. Rad call. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. That's why you're okay with you got Satan on you. If you have Satan on your side, you can do whatever the hell you want. There is deja vu. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Higher than the ba 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 ba. That's what I should have said. Where are my nail beds? Woo! Oh! Yeah, you can hold my hand. Whoa, Satan.
Call from
Rubik's Master.
Rubik's Master.
Oh, Moneyworms. What's up, man? What's going on?
Is this music too loud for you? Can you hear everything? Is the music an acceptable level?
I can hear my hair growing. I can hear everything.
All right. It's a little loud. All right. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. Listen, I'm still
not the best guy to be asking right
figuring
now.
out all my bullshit. There's a very specific.
It's a little loud.
Is this better? Is this better?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Progs.
Definitely.
Thank you. Here, we'll turn it down. I
gotta close this window, man. It's a little chilly.
It is a little bit chilly. I agree.
I got this window's wide open, man.
Thank you. Yes, Body Parser. How you doing? Thank you. All right. I've got some more prime real estate. Changes are coming down. Look at this. You ever see a pumpkin? You ever painted a pumpkin with Posca pens? Have you ever painted a pumpkin with Posca pens?
I haven't painted a pumpkin with Posca pens. I haven't painted a pumpkin. What do you think I am, huh? I'm walking here.
I wanna bite this pumpkin and pick it up, but Drum Earhart told me I couldn't.
You just when you do that, you wanna give it a death roll.
The old
To
Florida
ensure-
death roll. The old
Yeah, to
727
ensure
death roll. All right.
Like a gator.
Like
I damn nearly
gators
set
from
myself up at
Florida.
this just to get
I've
these
been
fried
to
guys. You know what
Florida
I'm
in my
talking about,
life.
Berkeley? I told
You ever been to
I mean, you tried.
Albertsons? I went to Albertsons and found a buck
I get
knife
my-
for
I get me a little bit
$15. I went
Oh,
to
that's right,
Albertsons. I found a buck knife for $15.99. What can I draw for
Man,
you?
buck knife for $15.99. You man, you can put these plates into that. That's a good sweet deal, man.
My teeth will break. I know. I'm afraid of my teeth breaking. I don't have a pair to grow underneath this. What can I draw for you here?
I want to see a mullet. I want just a mullet. No head, not a head.
Wait,
no,
can I
just
draw a
the
big
shape of
skull?
mullet.
Could I draw a skull with a mullet?
Oh, that's even cooler. I was thinking like profile angle. But if you got an idea,
No,
of what
it
you
is.
were-
It
yeah,
is.
do
It is a profile angle.
Yeah.
But you're gonna
Because
see.
you don't
it.
recognize yourself profile way.
I think I'm gonna get a mullet. I really do. I think it'd be fun.
Do it. I think I'm gonna get a rat tail. I think I'm gonna lose the mullet and
Ooh.
go with a rat tail.
A nice rat tail.
Rat-a-tat-tat. Tail.
So what have you been
So are
doing
you-
tonight?
Well, I inadvertently hotboxed my entire apartment. And
How does that
I
happen?
almost burnt the building down because I thought, well, when your clinky clanker's a little too moist, and you put it in the oven because like it's dry in your oven, and it's not as moist as the rest of the area where you keep your other stuff. So you put it in the oven. Well, and then you forget about that, and then you're like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna heat up a burrito. So you preheat your oven,
Yeah.
and then about like 10 minutes later, you smell a little like a burning smell, and you go in the kitchen and you open up the oven and you go, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
I've been there. We've all been there. You know what? The only thing
Oh
you can do.
my God.
So Jesus, you're a believer. You didn't say, "Oh Lord, Satan."
I don't know what I believe anymore. I'm telling you, when this place is hotbox, I think I really did it. I think I really did it.
You're
I'm
like-
not even mad about it.
You're like, I've never been here before. I've really done. Oh, you've gone and done it.
I think I really did it this time. I gone and did it this time. Telling you what.
Dang, man. Happy weekend
I
to you.
wasn't
It's
even mad.
Thursday, but it's your weekend. I'm hoping.
Oh, dude, it's always the weekend.
It's
man.
always the weekend, baby.
It's the day that ends in
yeah.
Y, right?
Yeah. What can I give this? I want to give this skull a green mullet, if I could.
Yeah.
This
Green
is the
mullet
most
would be-
neon
that dude-
green that I have in the pack. Lighten up with your oven, baby. It's a fire. I've never been there. Dustin, yes, you have. You are a ghost now. Yeah, you can start seeing the afterlife at this point.
Probably. Well,
Do not clip
like
this.
those little microplastics too.
Do not
those probably
sexualize the
really
worm,
healthy.
and do not clip
'Cause
this.
it's like in the plastic bag and all. Like when I realized it too, I just started cracking up. I was like, I'm a fucking idiot. This is hilarious.
What was in the plastic bag? What are you talking about now?
In my oven.
Oh, that's right. You told that whole oven
It was-
story. Nice.
Yeah, I just didn't even. I'm still back there. Yeah, sorry. The afterlife. Yeah, dude. The after. It's. I don't think it. So I was not a believer. I was like you. I was very skeptical. I'm like, okay, it's possible, probably, because I don't know, or well, it's possible because I don't know anything. Then I stayed in a haunted house. Like I was sleeping there at night because I was hired by this lady to be her personal assistant, her confidant. And she told me that she had sneak thieves living in her walls and cupboards that came out at night.
What were they
And
called?
would take her pens-
Sneaksies? Sneaksies?
She called them sneak thieves.
Sneaksies.
sneak thieves, like thieving, sneaky thieves.
Oh,
They're
sneak thieves. There you go. There's your mullet
Sneak
skeleton. Yo, that's me
Dude,
right
that's
there in a
beautiful.
couple months.
Dude, yeah, I mean, give or take a few hundred years. That's yeah. Well, that's like fucking Bubba out there on the day boaters. You ever go see Bubba?
Boy, you are... I love this. This is great. All right, let's talk about these sneak thieves. Tell me about these sneak thieves.
I'm in Los Angeles. I'm working for this lady. She's like telling me she's got sneak thieves that come out at night to take her pens, her important documents, and sometimes her panties. And I'm like, I'll find you sneak thieves. I said, I won't just protect you from it. I'll find them. And I'm like, whatever. This lady's, obviously not well. And long story short, shit really did start going missing. Like, things, a dining room chair disappeared, and she was on oxygen. She couldn't have moved it without me noticing. And she,
Fuck, she had man, everybody's got cool ass fucking ghost stories. I don't have shit. What's so wrong about me? Why can't I be haunted?
Dude, you don't want it. You don't. What I went through, dude. You don't want this shit, man. You don't want any part of this shit. You don't want no part of this shit, Ricky Bobby. Or Dewey Cox. That's what he said. Anyway. Yeah, dude, seriously though. So the shit started getting really scary. I started having nightmares, and then like eventually she was like, I was telling her like, dude, you gotta move. Like this is weird. This house is weird. Like doors would lock and unlock on their own. Like she put up mezuzahs. They were not all knocked down the next day.
Ooh, when she wait, hold on. Let me ask this very specific question. When she put up the mezuzahs, were they straight up and down or were they angled?
They were put up by a rabbi and they were angled and they were blessed, dude.
They were angled and blessed. Okay, that's what the Ashkenazis do. We're not dealing with Sephardic Jews. I'm just making sure. Okay, sounds good. Keep going.
Dude, so anyway, and then she like had a priest come by and put up like had a Blessed Mary, like a little figurine of Mother Mary. That was knocked down the next day. I was getting freaked out. So I told my brother, this is the one where I was like, okay, there's more going on here than I could ever begin to explain. So I called my brother, I'm telling him all this shit, it's freaky. He's like, what's the address? I'm gonna Google it right now. He types it into Google, 11001 Sunset Boulevard. Okay? He's like, there's a page on here about Truman Capote's final days, because Truman Capote died in that house. I was sleeping in the bed that he died in, and so
Fritter bar.
he said on the Wikipedia article that it said.
Wait, who's Truman Capote? Who's Truman Capote?
Truman Capote. He wrote Breakfast at Tiffany's, In Cold Blood.
Okay, I gotcha. All right.
Music for Chameleons.
Okay. All right,
yeah.
Oh, Truman! Okay.
Yeah, Truman Capote. Anyway, so my brother's like telling me that he's reading this article to me as I'm driving home, and he's like, dude, it says that he was reporting all the same things. His manuscripts were going missing, and he heard noises, and it was having nightmares, and blah, 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 blah. I get home, and my brother had to go. And I get home, and then I go on my computer first thing, and I type it in. There's no fucking Wikipedia article.
Slap, thank you. Oh, shit. Okay, wait. That's... Okay, but... So you're telling me ghosts can fuck with technology?
I think these were fucking, like, demons or some shit. Like, extra dimensional
because I think of that all the time.
Fuck.
I think of that all the time. Like, demons and ghosts and shit have known to write on walls. They've been known to, fudge ledgers and things like that. But I have not ever heard of a ghost fucking with, like, technology. I feel like that's just way beyond.
My brother.
How can they comprehend an iPhone?
They comprehend fear and they feed off of it.
I don't think they do. I want to believe. Okay, that's a cool story, though, that, like, all this shit happened, and then you looked it up, and it was not there.
And then, yeah, the lady, I stopped working for her, because I was like, I told the one of the housekeepers, and she was like, "Yeah, it's dangerous. Like here, like I don't let my sister sleep here." I'm like, "Wow, thanks for telling me that." So, but yeah, dude, she named it, and then like a week later, she was dead. She stopped eating.
She stopped eating?
Yeah, after she named the ghost, she stopped eating, and then she died.
Whoa, dude, this is crazy.
Like, the nightmares that I was having wanted me to kill her. Like, that's what it wanted me to do. And I'm not a violent person. I had nothing, like, I knew she was not well, and I was, like, basically her, caretaker / personal assistant. I had no ill will towards her at all. She was signing my checks, dude. I wanted her to live as long as possible. And I was having these crazy-ass nightmares, and it was, So I just, man, be careful with that shit. Like, it sounds like so interesting, so fun. So I was shook for like over a year. Like, I did not sleep well at all for over a year after that.
I feel like you wouldn't, Roybos, you would not fuck with me.
No, this is for real. This is,
Huh. Was this... you don't have to say where it was. Was it in the state?
No, it was in Los Angeles on Sunset Boulevard.
It was on Sunset Boulevard.
In Bel Air, whatever.
I missed that part. I was not paying attention. I want to go there. And I want to spend a night there.
You could actually. You'd be fine. Yeah.
Well, then that makes me think that, like, oh, you'd be fine and nothing would happen, and then, like, oh, but like I had a crazy...
I'm saying don't fuck with it, and you've been saying that you're going to be respectful and everything, but, like...
You didn't fuck with it, though, but you didn't fuck with it.
I did not. No, I did not. It was trying to get me to do its bidding,
Hold on, I want to read this. Depending on the age of the ghost when it died and the year that died, they kind of comprehended iPhones. Yeah, if a ghost died in its teen years in 2015, they know how iPhones worked. But this ghost seemed like it died before Wikipedia, didn't it?
I have no clue, dude. I don't think it was a ghost. I don't think it was a human entity. I think it was a non-human entity. Like, I had dreams of like a yellow-eyed, fucking horned humanoid in shape, but really tall.
Something in the water. No, this is case closed. Something in the water. As soon as you moved away, everything was fine, right?
No, dude. That was that house. It was that house, and like I would hear shit at night. It was creepy, and it felt like, you ever been in a mine, like
yes,
underground, like really deep?
Yes, I have.
That pressure.
Yep.
It felt like that.
Yikes! I hate that.
Yeah, it was real heavy.
Demons in the water. That's what I'm saying. Giant leech. It's Krampus.
So yeah.
How old was the house? Good question. Was it a really old house? A big, decrepit old house? Or was it like the...
No, it was built in the 30s. Yeah, it was built in the 30s. It was a big house, though. It was huge.
Some slutty
like
ghosts.
Over 4,000
I'm going to be a little slutty ghost. Wow. Wow. Wow.
6,000 square feet, something like that.
That is kind of... That's old in my book. What's old in your book? Fucking 1830?
I'm from New England, dude. So yeah, like if it's 1600s or 1500s.
Okay. I like immediately know what you mean, because I've driven up to not quite New England, but I've driven up to Cooperstown, and there's some old fucking shit just on the side of the road there.
Let's all go to the Crypto Museum in Maine, the Cryptozoology Museum in Maine, or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, 1700s.
Some spooky shit.
Just a little pigeon. I live in a house from 1700s, and we are ghost free. Just a little pigeon. Would you let me come up to your house and open a portal to hell?
Don't do it.
Sure, perfect. Rad call, Roybos. Thank you for calling.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan, baby.
Hail Satan. All right, be safe, man.
You too. Have fun. Make sure to drink water. That's what people used to tell me when I would get too high. They'd be like, "Just drink fucking water and watch Gundam Wing, dude. You'll be fine." Tonight's a hot topic. We gotta talk about fucking. Maybe I should just go full commit to being a fucking ghost streamer. Does that exist?
Call from.
Okay.
To accept, press 1.
Ooh, I like this one. I like this one. Hello, who am I speaking with?
Hello, this is James.
Jane or James?
James.
James. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
How you doing, Moneyworms?
I'm doing well. We're talking ghosts. I've got this pumpkin. We've got prime real estate. We've got a little bit more space on this pumpkin.
Okay. Well, earlier tonight I was watching somebody carve a Dimetrodon into a pumpkin.
Is that a dinosaur?
It's like, I mean, pretty much. It's like before dinosaurs. Okay. You remember the one that's like a lizard that has like the Spinosaurus thing on its back?
Yes.
You know what I'm
the
talking
little
about?
plates. Yes.
Okay. So definitely one of those.
Okay, I can draw one of those. All right, that sounds good. Do you have any good supernatural experiences? Can you turn me into a believer?
I mean, probably not, because I'm not one.
Okay. Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't really believe in the afterlife. Like, I could be wrong about it, but I just personally don't. I haven't been convinced yet. So, I mean, then ghosts can't really be real either.
All right, so you're saying yet. You haven't been convinced yet.
Yeah. Like, I'm not totally closed off to it. Like, I don't know.
That's how I am. All right, so you're like ghost agnostic, right?
Yeah. See, the weird thing, though, is you could say I've seen ghosts.
Ooh, what is that
But
mean?
I think, well, like, at the time, I was getting very little sleep, and I was, like, hella fucking anxious.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure I was just seeing shit. But, for, like, a month or so, every once in a while, I would see, like, shadow people in the corner of my vision, and, like, I would turn and, like, look right at them, and then a couple seconds later, they'd fade away.
All right, I feel that because here's the thing. I've been driving super late at night sometimes. This is all getting keyed out, by the way, so this is going to look really great, and I'm thank you for requesting this. But I will say that I have been up super late driving, and it's not like I'm unfit to drive. Like, I would always pull over, but I've been to the point where, like, for a split second, I feel like there is a creature about the size of, like, a large cat that is running across the road.
Okay.
And I'm almost like afraid to hit it, but it's like kind of like in that lower, like, 20% of your vision to where it's not like what you're exactly looking at. And I see it and it's gone.
Oh, yeah.
But my point is that while it may not be an actual shadow, like, you can be taken advantage of when you are sleepy by a supernatural being. So maybe they were just opportunistic supernatural beings. Floaters, exactly. Pupils, exactly.
Shit, maybe, okay.
Skinwalkers.
Okay. I mean, mine were kind of shaped like people, and they had eyes and shit.
Ah.
So, like, maybe?
Maybe, okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
I might just not want to think that they were real. Like, that could have something to do with it.
That's how I feel. I'm like, maybe my body is protecting me from being, like, full on into it, because then I'd be more conscious of it. And maybe my subconscious is protecting me from seeing anything that I wouldn't actually want to see in the waking world, right?
Yeah, I feel that.
So you're like, I get
like,
that.
I mean...
No, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to show you this Dimetrodon, this Lady Dimitrescuatron. Oh, there we go.
People.
Formosa Boba, how you
doing? Oh,
nice.
Okay.
Look at that guy. Look at the
Nice.
little eyeball. Hold on, let's see if I can get this eye. Look at that.
Nice. I do love them. I do love them.
Wow. That's a
Very
pumpkin.
spooky.
That's a pumpkin, and there's a
That
little
sure is a
dinosaur
pumpkin.
on that pumpkin. It's a good pumpkin. All right, I'm listening. I'm listening. Shadow people.
I'm done. Shadow people. Yeah. I mean,
Cyanide, how you
I
doing?
don't feel like there's a whole lot more details to it than that. It's not like I knew why they were there or anything. I feel like I might believe in ghosts more if I thought they had like a reason. I just saw them for like a month, and it made me more anxious.
So either way, you're like, I don't want to. All right. So in your case, it's like, I don't need to know because at the end of the day, it's making me more anxious to seek it out. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life right now. I know a lot of people like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. It's like, I don't need that shit in my life right now. I don't even want to deal with it. Why would I want to try to deal with it? Whereas I'm like, I think I'm at a point in my life where I feel like solid enough to say, I want to start messing around with the afterlife, you know?
Okay. Okay. I mean, I do have a Ouija board and shit.
Maybe it's Casey.
Like, I
so
would
you have one?
I don't know. I do. I do have one.
Is it Milton Bradley? Who is it? Who makes it?
I think it's Hasbro, right?
Hasbro. Isn't that crazy? Can you imagine? Hold on. We're going to go on a tangent here for a second, but can you imagine being like working at Hasbro and working in the Ouija board division? Because Hasbro makes everything from like dolls and 3D printed shit, I'm sure now, to like game boards. Can you imagine working for the fucking Ouija board division? It must be two like just old ass people who are like, I don't want to leave Ouija. I don't want to move across divisions.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got to be into it if you're gonna work there, right? You gotta like really be into it.
That's a good question.
Like the kind of person who just loves cocking.
Do you think?
Right?
Do you think I could go on LinkedIn and find like the head of the? I'm sorry, Ouija. I'm getting nailed for saying Ouija. Say it with me. Ouija. Don't say it 3 times.
The Ouija board.
There you go. Just twice. Ouija. Ouija. I don't know.
Ouija.
It doesn't matter how you say
Luigi.
it. Perfect. So, do you think I could go on LinkedIn and find like the head of the Ouija division at Mattel or Hasbro?
Maybe. You think this would be like a dream job for you?
Yes. Yeah. I want to
just get extremely haunted by
I want to make
game
Ouija boards for less than 20. I want to make $19.99 Ouija board. That's fame in my book. Is like I'm the Ouija board person.
Not gonna lie, that is pretty fucking cool. That's a lot better than my job.
Yeah, but maybe someday you'll be the head of Ouija development.
Maybe.
And can you imagine?
Maybe.
Can you imagine working for the customer service side of the Ouija department, to where you're getting calls from like irate parents and kids and everyone that's like, why the hell would you sell this? My kid bought this, all this stuff. Can you imagine working for like Ouija board customer service and being like, punting them to people like, I can't deal with this one. You gotta take it. Oh, my response time to this one sucks. Insanity.
I had never thought about it. But that's a way better job. That might be my new dream job.
Can we make the Moneyworms number also like a Ouija board hotline if you have like a problem, and I'll solve it?
I hope so.
That'd be kind of fun. Half the calls for the night actually apply to the stream, and the other half are like, my kid bought a Ouija board from you. You gotta fucking, they're they're summoning demons. They can't sleep. They're drinking too much Mountain Dew. That's your problem, lady. Your kids are sucking down Shasta.
Oh, that hits close to home. Too much Shasta, yeah. Yeah, that'll fuck up the kids. That does it every time. You know, I guess one of us is going to have to get in contact with Hasbro now.
Well, it's going to be a race. As soon as you hang up on this call, I'm calling Hasbro, and I want to be hired as the lead strategist for Ouija board. I will have a Ouija board in every household by 2025. We will have a Ouija app. We will have an exclusive. We're gonna have a JoJo Siwa is gonna put out a Ouija board model.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna just hand it to you. You've already got grand ideas for this company.
We're partnering with JoJo
Siwa Ouija board collaboration. That's what the kids want. That's
what the kids need. Shit, dude! JoJo Suiji. I love it. Yo, I'm reaching out. I'm gonna send a big DM to JoJo tonight. Be like, hey, your next big money maker is Ouija boards, and you know what? Business is booming. That's hilarious. I love it. Worm tank. This is a worm tank idea. The high side pony and bow, exactly. And we're selling all kind of bundles, starter kits. We're selling, everything. We're taking it to the top. This is a great call. All right, let's get back to where we were. Where were we before this?
With the shadow people or the Dimetrodons or pumpkins?
The shadow people. The shadow people. Yes.
I mean, no, go ahead. What about them?
Do you think that it was because you were tired, or these were actual shadow people?
I mean, I think it was just a lot of stress.
Good stuff.
But like I said, just confirmation bias, because I don't want it to be real could be it, or just the fact that I am like really skeptical just by nature. I'm like not as trusting as I probably should be as a person, so that, Yeah. I feel like none of us are really going to know until we are ghosts, right?
Thank you for being here, Saucy. Love you, Saucy. I hope you see you tomorrow. No, I think that's very true. So you are almost more you're more questioning it more than ever before, because you've had a taste of it, but you're like, was that because I was just tired, or was it? I understand why you're on the fence about this, and here's the thing. I'm prescribing you the new JoJo Siwa JoJo Siouija board. It's nice and beautiful, and it's sponsored by Nickelodeon. It comes with a SpongeBob placard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, we're really bringing it together.
Yeah. And you can only summon you can only summon good stuff. This has been a rad call. Thank you so much for calling in, James. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me again, man. Hail Satan.
Absolutely. Hail Satan. Hail Satan. This makes me honest. My fucking OBS. Oh, this can shut down. That's why. Get out of here. Do you want to save? Sure. Just leave. Thank you. I feel like I want to stream something supernatural like once a week. I love this. I want to believe. Chuckles! How you doing, Chuckles? Chuckles!
Call from
Der Koningston.
Der Koningston. Der Koningston! How you doing?
Doing well, how are you?
I'm doing well. We've got this spot right here for a delicious drawing.
Okay.
What do you want me to put here?
Let me try to mute is my stream coming through?
No, I don't hear it. You sound pretty good, too. I feel like you sound good. Hold the phone nice up and close to your jowls and scream at me.
I'm on.
Oh, now it's good. There you go. Kurtastic, thank you.
Oh, mute those cheeks.
Yeah, mute those cheeks. Mute those cheeks. Mute those cheeks. Please do some ghost hunter shit. I want to do it with Lil Guys, and Lil Guys is afraid. Everybody message Lil Guys and say stop being so afraid. Well, Trap
Okay,
Alex.
hello.
What do you want me to put? Hello. What do you want me to draw down here?
I'm thinking since we're getting spooky, we better do a pentagram.
Ooh, a nice pentagram on the pumpkin. That'll get me nice and haunted by some fruit pumpkins. Do you have any good? Yeah.
You don't have to take up that big real estate. There's a little corner up there you could put it in too. I'm sure there's other.
Ooh, all right.
More creative ideas than a pentagram.
No. This is a nice creative idea. I like this idea.
Okay. I do have kind of a ghost story, but before I get into that, I want to say I had a bit of a realization earlier in your stream.
Okay.
Talking about Blumpkins and corpses and your assy stream where you weren't even supposed to be there.
I wasn't supposed to be
today.
There.
Yeah.
Today, I wasn't.
So, you know the movie Clerks, right?
Yes, that was what I was riffing off of.
Right. So I realized when the main character's girlfriend,
yes,
gave that dude a blowy in the bathroom, right?
Yes.
And then he turned out to be dead.
Oh yes, that's right. He dies. That's right. Spoilers, but the movie's old. So.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Clerks, this 15-year-old movie, spoiler alert.
Yes.
So I realized she gave a corpse a Blumpkin.
Oh, wait, was he dead before? Oh, yeah, it was, because that was the whole thing, was that, like, she thought he was asleep or something, and she did it to get back at him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I never thought about it. That makes it a lot. There's a subreddit for this, for sure. Snowball. Yeah.
Easy.
37 dicks! Oh, so good. So, what does that change your opinion of anything?
No, I just kind of I was thinking about like asking Chad if they would give a corpse a Blumpkin.
Ooh, that's a good.
Just to be edgy or whatever. But
yeah, do we have any?
And then that just kind of clicked.
Blumpkin people in here? What do we think?
Well, there's a lot of talk about Blumpkin spice, and that absolutely killed me. Whoever came up with that, you almost made my face explode.
Yeah, that was better. Sometimes I get like that was better than what I could have done. I didn't do anything that cool. I gotta wait for some of this to dry, but I'm gonna add flames to it. Okay.
Okay. Oh, Grubs, you are in for a world of awakening.
TOS. I don't think so. I think we can hypothetically talk about. Yeah, we'll move on. Is this TOS?
Okay.
What's TOS? Blumpkins? Or necrophilia? We'll move on from necrophilia. Everyone, necrophilia, I'm going to address it. Necrophilia is not okay. It's never okay. We're not going to talk about necrophilia. Necrophilia is not cool. We're all about consenting things. We're all about consenting ghosts. 'Tis the season, exactly. Let's move on. Hey, thanks for getting sleepy with us. You heard necrophilia. You came right in here. Exactly. All right, we're drawing a pentagram right here. So you're saying, you've never had a supernatural experience.
No, I think I actually have a ghost in the house I currently live in.
Oh, shit. Perfect. All right. What's it doing? What's its behavior like?
Well, so I have this hallway that goes to my bedroom, between kitchen and bedroom, bathroom and stuff.
Okay.
And whenever I cook something with a lot of garlic, which is usually, the hallway light flickers.
Ooh, okay. I'm listening.
And I've never sensed any sort of like malicious intent or anything. And I'm also kind of a skeptic, but I think it's fun.
Okay.
So okay. I think that they're getting excited for my cooking. And I've noticed it happening more and more often. And I'm into it. I'm cool with it.
Is it a bad? Like, are they rejecting the garlic? Because that would make me think that it's just vampires and not ghosts.
No, like I said, I've never sensed any sort of like malicious energy or anything like that.
When
Seems
did
like
this
always good vibes. Like it's a party light more than a.
When did this start?
I mean, I've lived here for 2 years, and I guess I first noticed it a year ago or so.
Okay. Is it keeping you, like, are you afraid of this? Or is it an uneasy feeling?
No, not at all.
And now you're talking about a Blumpkin. K Engineer, how you doing, Blumpkin? We're blowing up some Blumpkins, baby. We're doing it. Yeah, I would say, I'm trying to think, so you're pretty okay with these ghosts. You're not freaked out by them?
No, I think they're here for my cooking.
Okay, all right. So that's okay. So they're cooking ghosts, and that's a good ghost to have. That's what I'm thinking. Like, people are always saying that you're going to get haunted by things. Maybe they were just culinary people, and they appreciate a good sniff, you know?
Exactly. And maybe they're hungry. Maybe they died of starvation.
Who are you? Yes. Maybe they're just hungry. Maybe they just want a little bit of garlic, you know?
Oh yeah.
Now, here's something. Are you a good chef? Are you a good cook?
I don't usually have complaints. I mean, I fuck up a dish from now to then from time to time.
Kai Busan, that's what I'm trying to get at. Have you ever noticed you make something and like part of it is gone?
Yeah, but that's probably just because I get drunk and stoned and then eat it and don't remember.
All right. So you've got these external. All right, that's going to complicate things. Because what I'm thinking too is, like, if you got a Ouija board and you were able to communicate and ask these ghosts what they want to eat, like what recipe they want made, I would make that thing. I would leave it out on the table and see what happens.
Okay. That's a good idea. I can tell you, I've got some dark chocolate here sitting out from a leftover charcuterie board. And it looks like it's diminishing, but there again, that might just be.
Yeah, but I feel like I feel like what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to contact these ghosts or whatever they are, and specifically ask, like, what do you want me to prepare for you? And then go out and make that, like, that night, leave it out and see what happens. And at that point, it's kind of like money where your mouth is. If your cooking's good, you might get good ghost surprise treats and gifts from these ghosts. They might protect you from things or give you unseen knowledge, or they're going to hate it and get mad at you.
That's a bit of a gamble. But I think I'm confident. I think I'm confident in my cooking skills.
All right.
I mean, I'm not over here making like fancy seafood souffles or anything. You know, I'm a steak and potatoes kind of guy.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing.
Kind of hard to fuck
not
up.
every ghost likes steak and potatoes. Maybe they will want a souffle chutney a la mange.
Well, maybe that's an opportunity for me to learn how to make that then, I guess.
Maybe they'll taste the effort, too. Maybe they'll understand. Because I would think, as a ghost, maybe they're chefs. Maybe they're ghost chefs. And you could be there. Oh, my... Dude, okay. All right. $1 million idea. You ready for this? And you can have this. You ready for it?
Oh, yeah.
You need to do the entire thing, all right? I'm about to hit you all with some knowledge, okay? You need to go and get a Ouija board and do this exact thing. And you need to write an entire cookbook that these ghosts tell you. Open up a restaurant, and everything on the menu is crafted from ghosts. And you are serving food from generations ago from ghosts. You're serving ghost food. and you can say like, and then there's like a thing that everybody goes around. They're like, send my compliments to the chef, because they know the chefs are ghosts, and they're like, and it's like a funny thing because like the chef's a ghost, but you're making the food through them. It's like Ratatouille, but if the rat was a specter, dead rat telling you and it could be a rat. I don't know, maybe it's the spirit of a rat. Maybe that makes it even better. Who knows?
Yeah.
600-year-old borscht. Garlic ghost chefs. I love it. Yeah, garlic ghost bread. Ghost bread. And you come there, and then here's the thing. You say, you dine here, and then afterwards, if you want to stay here overnight, you can. It's an extra $1,000. This is a cash grab. I'm letting you have it, Der Koningston.
Okay, well, let's collab here. Why don't you do some art for the cookbook?
Okay, I can do
split
that.
The profits.
I'll do art inspired by, or perhaps I can get my right hand haunted. C Gully, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. My contribution to the. Look at that. We already got investors. Maybe I can just get my right hand haunted, and I can draw you ghost shit on your menu.
What if you put a marker on a planchette?
Oh, yo, that's big brain. That's giant brain. You should come work for Mattel. We need someone in the Ouija board department.
Do you think they have like some old corrupted bishop sitting down in their basement, like blessing all of these Ouija boards?
You got it. Like
Ouija boards.
What do you like? First of all, like, what's their supply and demand look like? How many Ouija boards they putting out a year? And then, like, what does it look like? They're like, that has to be. There's meetings where people are like, hey, what are we doing with the Ouija brand? You know, and then everyone's just like, I don't want anything to do with that. Or they're like, the Ouija people are weird. They're fun to drink with, and we'll go to fucking Shoney's with them, but like nothing more than that.
I'm sure that's a thing.
Wister. The Ouija people are weird. Exactly. Gamma. Luigi boards. Ouija boards. Ouija. I don't know how to say it. Well, hey, Der Koningston, you got $1 million idea. I think that you should. I would totally be like, what do you want made? Because here's the thing. You can open up the conversation. There's something different between, you're giving them a gift. There's a grave that I used to visit, and we used to leave fruit there, and it was like just a big thing that people would do in the town, and you're not supposed to look back at it, otherwise that person would haunt you. I didn't look back just because I was like, maybe, you know, who knows? But you're giving a gift to the ghost. Food.
To carry on their legacy.
Yes, and to say, like, do you like my food? Do you want to work with me? Do you want to open up a restaurant?
I don't know. I've got 2 quick thoughts on that.
Spooketti.
Before we wrap it up.
Yes. Hit me with them.
Spooketti, I like that. So
an offering.
I worked in a restaurant before college, and I went to college to get out of the food industry.
Yeah, but this is the ghost food industry. This is different.
Oh, that's postmodern food.
Yeah.
But it'd be
Gamma.
pre-modern because it'd be
engineer.
Ancient. And I don't feel like recipes from 600 years ago are very good. Like and I'll just be bread and like peanut soup, which I've had and is not very good. It's just like really salty, warm peanut butter.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like when I think of old food, I think of like what they would have eaten in like the bubonic plague, like just bread and schlop. But also something tells me that like they had spices, they had delicious stuff. You don't know. You have to start the conversation with the ghost. They'll tell you. They're going to treat you right, you know?
Okay. Well, I need someone to come Ouija board with me.
We're doing it, and I'm going to try to get my right hand haunted. Sounds like a book. Just my right hand's haunted. Well, thank you.
Oh, what's that going to do to your key up pad? You're going to be pushing all sorts of buttons all the time.
I know. I'm going to be like, I'm going to wake up. I don't even want to know what's going to happen. But you know what? Sometimes, you know, variety's the spice of life, everybody. Try everything once. Well, thank you so much for calling in, Der Koningston.
Thank you. Let's get corned up. Let's do it. See you later, man.
Let's get corned up, baby. Merch coming soon. Ecto Magic Mushrooms. Yeah, definitely. I like that. Get out of my head. What do you... Fairy Devin, you're just casting spells. We got time for one more drawing, I believe. Can an accountant be a ghost? Yes. I don't think you're limited to professions as a ghost. I think that what you were in your waking life is what you would have knowledge of. But also, I don't know. I don't think we should let ghosts have any kind of job. Christian Peralta, how you doing, baby? We're getting spooky tonight. We're getting super spooky. How was the quality of your call? It was great. We'll answer this mute. But we have an unknown caller. Give me 1 second. All right. What's your name again?
This is K Lizard.
K Lizard. K Lizard. We're talking to K Lizard, everybody. K Lizard's cool. I already vetted K Lizard. K Lizard's real cool and has some good ghost stories for us.
I'm probably real, yes.
Yes.
One of the earlier callers reminded me of this story that I completely forgot about, but
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a shadow person story.
Oh, all right. So already, you're a believer. It sounds like.
Well, honestly, I wasn't really until this happened, and I'm still on the fence because it's just, I have mixed feelings about this kind of stuff. It's like I want to believe it, but I don't at the same time.
Okay.
You know?
I'm
Yeah.
glad K Lizard, by the way, I'm glad I answered. Everyone, you were an OG, apparently. I like this. You first time caller?
I am, yeah. I'm
Amazing.
also kind of a newer listener, but looks like some of my friends from Geck Nation are here. So.
Yo, I love Geck Nation. Geck and I go way back, Not really.
Yeah,
but-
I heard.
Not really, but we chill and stuff, I love Geck Nation. Everybody here from Geck Nation, shout out. Good people. All right, so you got this shadow people story.
Yeah, so, it's really more like my boyfriend's story to tell, but since he's not here, I'm going to tell it, and
Very
it
nice.
kind of involves me anyways, but...
Because
so
that
quick
way
backstory.
he can't interject and say, no, this is how it happened. You can tell it purely from your perspective.
My perspective, yeah.
Before we start, what
which
can
is
I draw
just
on
a
this
more
pumpkin?
skeptical perspective.
What can I
sorry.
draw on this pumpkin real quick?
Could you possibly draw, like, an elephant that's also a witch?
Absolutely, witch elephant. All right, go along with your story. I'm drawing this witch elephant.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay, so my boyfriend, his name's John.
Okay.
He grew up in this house that has, like, a really dark backstory to it, and when we started dating, he had just recently moved back into it to help out his dad for a while, and I'd hear all these ghost stories from them about when he was growing up and, like, weird things that happened in the house. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, you guys either are just fucking with me and just trying to freak me out. Maybe this happened, but, like, I just have a hard time believing this stuff. And I always had, like, a really weird feeling whenever I was at that house. Like, I got really agitated, and I always wanted to leave for some reason. And then once I found out it was haunted, I was like, oh, maybe that's why. I don't know how I feel about this stuff. But anyways, John started having trouble sleeping, and he didn't want to tell me, like, why, like, but I could tell it was really stressing him out. And I was like, just tell me, like, what's going on. He's like, you're not going to believe this, but I've been waking up in the middle of the night and I can't move, and there's this person, like, I can't make out its figures, but it's dark, and he's just sitting on the end of my bed.
Now let me ask you, were you truly awake? Because this also sounds like some sleep paralysis, or did you just think you were awake?
Well, that's kind of what I was wondering. I was trying to validate his story, but I was kind of in the back of my head, I'm like, maybe you're just not awake and you're half dreaming,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The Twilight.
But,
they call it
was-
Twilight. You have no idea. It's like it feels so real, but it could have been, and it's wild. That's a weird feeling, right?
It is a weird feeling, yeah. And he was really stressed out about it because growing up, the house isn't in a good neighborhood, and they'd have people break in the middle of the night sometimes. So he was always kind of on guard, thinking maybe it was a real person. But it was very unsettling to him, and I'm like, okay, maybe I won't stay over there until hopefully this passes eventually. And a couple of weeks go by, and I'm like, are you still like seeing this shadow person? He's like, yeah, but now there's two people.
You asked it like they were together. Like, are you still seeing that shadow person? Like, or like you sing? Are you like
still
single?
seeing your other girlfriends, by the way?
Still
like,
seeing that shadow
doing?
person? Or like, are we gonna hang out? Like, what's going on?
Exactly. Yeah. So then I get this update that there's two people now, and I'm like, oh shit! What's going on? Like, are you okay? Like, should you see a doctor? And he's like, but the other person I feel like is a calming presence. I'm not as agitated by their presence. Like, I feel like they're protecting me.
Gotcha.
From this other shadow person. I'm like, okay, whatever. I trust you, but I just don't know how I feel about this story. So he is spending the night at my apartment one night, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and I see two people sitting on the end of the bed. And this is where I'm like, was I fully awake? Is what I saw real? But I just remembered thinking at the time, I'm like, oh, these are the two people that John's been seeing. Like, okay, they're real. And then I went back to bed.
Wow.
But when I told him that I saw them, he was like, oh my God, I shouldn't sleep over anymore. I love that. That's a wonderful witch elephant.
It is. It's a blue elephant. I wanted to use the blue color for it. Is a wonderful witch elephant. I'm sorry to derail this. I'm listening to a story. It sounds amazing.
Oh, I hope I'm telling it okay. I was telling
it's very
Devin earlier.
good.
Like,
I'm there. You're a good storyteller. I'm there. I feel like I'm there.
Yeah. So that was kind of one of those things that forced me. I was like, that was either a real thing that I saw, or we are both seeing the same thing, and it just because like our sleep is being fucked with. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And some time passed. Like, they went away. We kind of dropped. We didn't talk about it for a while. Like, other stuff happened in this house. But a few years go by, and his dad starts seeing this woman, and she, I guess, John had moved out of the house at the time, and this lady was sleeping in the downstairs bedroom. I think it was like something about John's dad was snoring too much, and she needed to sleep for work the next day, so she's like, I'm just going to sleep downstairs.
Okay.
And she apparently woke John's dad up in the middle of the night and was like, I need to go home. You're not going to believe this, but like, I woke up, I thought that someone had walked into the house. There were two people standing in the room. I couldn't really make out their features. And
she didn't know, like, no one told her, like, your boyfriend at the time did not tell this woman that there were two people, and you did not tell this woman that there were two people, correct?
No, we didn't even really know her that well.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm starting to become a believer tonight. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. And so she's like, yeah. And so there were these two people, and John's dad, Mark, was like, well, what did you do? She's like, well, I asked them what they were doing because I thought they were here to like rob me or something.
Sign IT, thank you.
And they go, we're looking for John. Where is he?
Oh, so these two people were looking for John?
Yeah.
And John was the first person contacted?
No, it was like the next day his dad called him and he was like, hey, so this happened.
No, but John, by these two people, John was the first person to see them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they totally wanted to get a hold of John, and John was ignoring them.
Probably. I don't know. I have no idea what to make of it.
Christian Bale, yes, it is. Wow, good name. Clutch. I hope you're real. I hope you're actually Christian Bale. You said that. I'm getting distracted. All right, so
No, that's okay. Christian Bale just got
Christian
here.
Bale just came in here asking me about Calm.
Yeah.
Like I gotta, I'm like enamored. I'm a huge fan, and I know I love that. That's what I love about you, Christian Bale. So I would say that John, like these two people wanted something from John. John did not give them the attention, and they probably would have asked you before this other random person. They were just like trying to get John's attention. I think you're all in the clear. Definitely by mentioning just John. What is it about John that is so, why do they have to talk to John?
That's what I want to know. And now we live together, and I'm like, well, fuck, what if they come here?
But a lot
They
of
haven't.
ghosts, they haven't. First of all, they haven't. You don't know if they're bad ghosts. And also, a lot of ghosts stick around their proximity, both where they were at. So you can like run from a ghost. You can also invite a ghost, and it can like get mad at you and hunt you and haunt you. But I feel like, oh, thank you, Ongoing Muffin. Appreciate it. But I feel like I also love American Psycho. Christian Bale, everyone is here. Really, really a pleasure to have you. Thank you, huge fan. Loved you in The Machinist. But that's beside the point. I think that this is what I would do. Do you still have access to this house?
I mean, yeah, we live in a different state now, but he's actually there right now. He traveled home this week to go see his family, so he's literally there right now.
I wouldn't say anything, and if he says something like, "Hey, it happened again," I think that there is unfinished business between these two people that they need John's help. I don't think these ghosts are... Listen, if they would have been mean, they would have been mean to all of you. They're looking for John specifically. John can fix their problem.
But how? And like, is it a good idea to get involved?
Well, they haven't... how long ago was it when you had this encounter and then you moved and they haven't been contacting you? How long has it been?
Yeah. So the whole like shadow people thing, that happened probably 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And we moved a year ago.
Huh. So maybe it's not urgent.
Maybe not.
What if they were like, here are coordinates, grab a shovel and dig here. Would you dig?
Oh my God. He totally would. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. All right. That's all I need to hear. That's why they're going for him. He will get you will second guess something and not do it, but he will do it. They know that about him, you know?
Yeah. I also kind of feel like when it comes to the paranormal and stuff, like if you're fully into it and you fully believe in that realm, then you're going to have more like vivid and frequent experiences, you know? Like if you don't want to see something, you're not going to. Agreed.
I think you have to be willing to invite them. I feel like it's wrong for a ghost to just unwillingly haunt someone. Again, this goes back to I'm donating my body to supernatural science so that they can test these things. But I feel like it's wrong to haunt someone who has no business ever and didn't do anything. But he seems like he would be willing to leave the door open, for lack of better words, right? It is a good-looking pumpkin. Good lore.
That's a good point.
So
this is a great pumpkin.
It is a good pumpkin. It's a great elephant. I love it. How mentally strong-willed is John?
I would say extremely. I'm not really sure like in what department you're referring to, but just as a general statement, very much so.
The Ouija board department at Mattel. No, I think that you got to utilize that strong-willed energy. Respectfully, and what do they want? What do they want with John, you know? What do they want with John? Maybe they want treasure. Maybe they're like, John, we want you to have our treasure.
I mean, if they want anything, I hope it's that. You know, that's like best case scenario.
Yeah. Or John, we want you to open up a restaurant and we're going to ghost cook. That's a real ghost kitchen. That's a real ghost kitchen.
Real ghost kitchen. Ooh.
There's all these fake ghost kitchens.
And then it could just be called Real Ghost Kitchen.
Real Ghost Kitchen. And it's recipes from ghosts by ghosts. I'm just the chef in between. I'm the sous chef. I'm the pseudo chef for all these ghost
Okay, I'm into this now.
I am too.
Maybe now I'll go back and dig up the treasure with him.
Yes.
Maybe I'm convinced.
This is good. This is really good. This is a good one. This is a good. What did he describe these people?
We looked it up online. It like fits that classic like shadow person stereotype, just very like dark, and you could make out bodies but like no actual figures.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
For ghost by ghost, exactly. No, it does make sense. It does make sense. I feel like when I see shadow things, it's always just like a vague. I almost want to think my mind is filling in the rest, and I don't trust it. Huh.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm comfortable settling with as well.
This is a good one. I like this one. Yeah, I think that there's something there. And I don't think it's over between you and these two shadow creatures. But tread lightly and let John do the work, because they want to talk to John, and I don't think they want to talk to you about it at all.
Perfect. That's the way I want it.
Perfect. You're like, that's great. That's what you look for in a partner too. Someone to assume all of your ghost debt.
Yeah. Like, not my chair, not my problem.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you. Sorry for the first 20 seconds, but sometimes I have people come in here and they do some dumb stuff,
No, that's okay. That's totally fair.
But you ended up having a great conversation, and I hope that you and John have many good years, and I hope that you get some treasure, some ghost treasure.
Thanks. I'll let you know if I do.
All right, Kay. Thank you so much for
Have
calling
a
in.
good
It's been a very rad call. You too as well. You're welcome anytime. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Take care. Bye.
All right, we will do one more call because I think there's a little bit more room. Jinjos. There's prime real estate. There is some prime real estate, and we'll get Kay if you're still here with us. Look at this little elephant. It's got a little wizard hat. It's right by the ghost Jinjo. Boy, we're winding down tonight, everybody. I might take this time to plug. Tomorrow, I'm going to be live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is perfect conversation. I'm going to have somebody who has 20-plus years in both tarot, supernatural, gem, all that kind of stuff with me tomorrow. You'll see the post tomorrow. And also the person who can convince me beyond anyone else that the supernatural is in fact real.
Call from
Fritter Bar.
Who is this? Is this Bunker Boy? What'd you say?
Fritter Bar.
Fritter Bar. I thought it was Fritter Bar for a second, and then I thought I heard Bunker Bot or something. Fritter Bar.
Fritter Bar. Yeah. How are you doing today, Moneyworms?
I'm doing good. This started as just a pumpkin drawing stream, and then it turned into a supernatural story stream, and I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Glitter bomb.
A lot of
Glitter
interesting
bomb.
stories.
There are some
I'm
stories.
currently playing Minecraft right now.
Nice.
And I actually haven't played it in like 7 or 8 years, but I just decided to pick it back up. And
Falling off the wagon.
Found that
I hear that.
ADHD is like kicking in like super like hyperdrive because I'm like playing it like 7-8 hours a day.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes you need that in life. They're re-releasing a version of World of Warcraft, and I am so excited to play it because it's gonna come out when I have like some time off, and I'm really excited. Sometimes you just need to revisit things that make you happy. Okay, there's nothing wrong in that, Fritter Bar.
Well, what did
I do mishear things, Filipino, all the time.
You happy?
What do I have?
What used to make you happy as a kid?
Let me think. What used to make me happy? I I used to really love playing baseball.
Okay.
Just like throwing the ball around. I used to love snowboarding. I loved snowboarding. I really want to take a trip snowboarding. I gotta make sure I'm not getting anything on this. I used to love video games. I used to love the Lord of the Rings. I mean, I still do love all these things.
I was gonna sounded like you used to love a lot of things. I was like, maybe do you not love anything anymore?
I don't have any love in my heart anymore. Ever since I was aboard that pirate ship, that haunted pirate ship, I've lost the love. Cirillo is going to be okay, engineer. I got you. Exactly. Yeah. I used to love a lot. I still love a lot of things. We got to do these things again, because here's the thing. Time is our most valuable currency. We trade time for money. What is your time worth? And by the time you have money, you're all out of time.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, what if you could what if the goal in life is to be able to trade your time for a more valuable amount of money, and then you trade your money for time?
And is our time more valuable than money? And what is that fine balance? Right?
Yeah, I think there's probably a certain threshold for everybody.
That's good.
Right? Because some people enjoy to be occupied.
Yeah, there is. And at what point will I say, I'll just eat grass and live off the grid, you know?
Or, well, you're already smoking it. You might as well eat it.
That's true. Yeah, imbibe. You got to imbibe the grass. What can I draw for you down here?
So where do we have space on the pumpkin if we're just talking like 3D shape? Because I'm not watching it right now.
Oh, it's you've got about the size of my fist.
Okay.
But it can't be a fist.
Does the pumpkin have a face?
The pumpkin doesn't have a face. It's a blank pumpkin, and I'm drawing on it, and then I'm going to paint on it.
Okay. What if we did
Cake Buster, how you doing?
Like a cat head?
Ooh, a cat head. I like that.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. I like that. Yeah, cat head. And it's already kind of partly drawn for me here. Do you like cats?
Yeah. I have. Me and my wife have 5 cats.
Wow. Yo, that's a cat commune. Do they all get along?
They sort of do, except one is having some issues with a dental disorder. So he's getting all like spooked and biting, and he actually injured one of the other cats. So now we're monitor all of them.
Oh, I hope you do monitor those cats, and I hope that they get better about things, you know? I hope they all come together and solve all the world's problems for all of us, you know?
Yeah. We actually are taking the one in to get dental surgery to get the teeth removed because the teeth are the teeth are like, it's like a disorder where it's an autoimmune disorder, and the teeth actually start to decay because the body rejects them. So that's why he's acting out. He's biting all the other cats. But
it's gonna be
anyways.
Well, but like, you know, when everything gets old, it starts to decompose, and you just gotta give it a little tender loving, and it does it slower, and you just gotta give it a good time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Someday we'll all be ghosts. Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't know if I believe in ghosts, but I would say that I might believe in things that are a little more than coincidence.
Okay. So you're like a half in, half out kind of person. I gotcha.
Yeah, one foot in the door.
Gotcha.
My wife. So here's an example. My wife and I, we were running to the airport to take her to hop on her plane. She was going to Honolulu, and we were running really late because of traffic. And on top of that, I was an idiot and I forgot to put her TSA pre-check onto her flight ticket. So when she got to the front of the TSA pre-check line, they told her she had to go back to the counter to get that added back on. And so basically what it ended up being was she got through the gate with 10 minutes left to just run to the final gate for the plane. And, she was going to miss that flight. And I just kind of took a moment just to kind of think and hope in my mind while she was rushing, because I knew she was running through the airport. And someone with a cart drove right by and said, "Hey, you look like you need some help." Had her hop on the cart. She made it to her gate in time. So just seemed like more than coincidence.
I won't do it. I don't want to give you that image in your brain. That's crazy. Okay, so this is someone is calling this synchrodestiny. What I would call something just serendipitous. Was it just it was just by chance and a good thing?
It was by chance and a good thing, and it was something that I was kind of asking for in my mind. So whether that be a real kind of belief, or whether that was just happenstance based on believing that something could happen, I don't know.
So do you believe that you can... All right, so what you're describing to me is, do you believe that you can will the universe?
Yeah, I think a bit.
If you could will the universe right now, what would you tell it?
I would probably tell it to have my cat feel better, because she's looking really rough right now. She's got one ear that's drooped over, and it looks really funky because she got bit on the ear, and it caused an oral hematoma.
Magical thing.
And that's when a vessel bursts in the ear. So she's got a little acorn of an ear right now.
That tells me a lot about you, Fritterbar, because you could have wished for anything in the world from the universe, and you wished for something not even for yourself, but for someone else. And not even for a person, but an animal.
Yeah, I guess it's just, kind of what was needed at the time, right? I don't necessarily care about having anything. I just care about, an important something at the moment that I really can't control right now.
Wow. That tells me a lot about you. You're a good person, from what I can understand from that. That's the old psychological experiment of ask a genie for a wish and see what they say, and then grant you 3 more wishes for being a good person,
Yeah.
Exactly, Uncle.
Well, what would you wish for if you had 3 wishes? What would they be?
For better air conditioning in my car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what would you wish for, a new car in general instead of, or do you like your car a lot? You're comfortable with it. You're comfortable with how it runs.
I like my car, but now you're talking some sense into me. Maybe I just want a brand new car. I want a brand new car. That's my one wish. Just a new car. I already have one, but.
Okay. Well, is that all you get? You just leave the other 2 wishes to be to the side for you needed them?
A Subaru Baja with 70,000 miles on it. No more, no less.
That's pretty good. A nice used deal at CarMax.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need a genie for this, do I?
No, it just sounds like you need someone that's willing to give you a loan, and then CarMax. Well, CarMax gives loans, right? So you just need CarMax.
Yeah, I just need some CarMax. The CarMax wizards. I'm going to go into CarMax and be like, hey, I'm looking for a car wizard. You think they'll give me a loan then?
They might give you a cup of water and sit you down.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, listen, man, we're going to open up a restaurant, okay? There's ghosts. We got to contact the ghosts first. But once we contact the ghosts, all the recipes are from the ghosts. It's for ghosts, by ghosts. I'm just the sous chef. I'm communicating the ghost recipes into the real world. And then, after the fact, you can stay overnight in the haunted restaurant, and you can dine with the ghosts in style.
Damn, that'd be pretty trippy. So, this makes me think. I'm like picturing in my mind, like in a car dealership. When's the last time you were in a car dealership, Moneyworms?
When I bought my most recent car, about a year and when did I break up with my girlfriend? A year and a half ago.
So there was one thing that just like vividly comes to my mind for some reason. Maybe it's because of something I saw as a kid, but there's always that like awkward like waiting room that has like 3 or 4 vending machines. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, they do. They have like 3 or 4 different coffee makers.
Yep, and then someone walks up to you and says, "Oh, you can just we'll give you a free cup over here," but they got like a coffee making machine that costs money.
Yes.
I feel like every deal is like almost the same. It's like like a Twilight Zone or like a multiverse of car dealerships.
I thought we were going to go somewhere different. I think we were going to go into car dealership multiverses. I was not expecting that in this kind. How are you playing Minecraft and doing this at the same time?
I paused it a little bit ago because I was having trouble focusing. So, yeah. And my wife is stoned out of her mind, so she's like distracting me as well. She's like flapping around her arms.
You're like, all right, now that the wife's sufficiently baked, I can play some fucking Minecraft.
Yeah, she's just watching me and complaining about I'm not doing the things that she wants me to do.
Is she near you?
Oh yeah, she's right here.
Can we all say hello? Can we say hello to her?
Yeah. Her name's Cassie.
Cassie. Hi, how's it going?
It's going good.
Do you have any good ghost stories?
So this one is I grew up in a house that was like brand new built, but it's like a thing that I learned when I was younger is that a lot of, by younger I mean like high school because I'm old now, but
me too.
In high school, this thing where people said your imaginary friend as a child was most likely a ghost.
We had someone earlier call in. Tim Shuts the Doors called in and said, I was seeing a man in a suit and I kept talking about him and everyone thought it was an imaginary friend, but it could have been a ghost. So this is more, I like this. Tell me about this.
Yeah, this is totally a thing. So they say that because adults are, at some point we decide a belief, like you said, if you're open to it, you'll see it. But kids are completely blank slates. So they neither see the ghosts as like negative or positive, they're like neutral energy. So then kids can see ghosts and, play with them and whatever. And my nephew totally sees one because they live in a military house in Hawaii and he constantly talks about his best friend, the man who lives in the walls.
Wow.
So a lot of children are probably actually talking to ghosts when they're talking to their imaginary friends.
And it's interesting, kids only see neutral. They don't see good and bad. Do you think that kids would be afraid, but they don't really know any better? The man who lives in the walls. Yeah, that's terrifying. In Hawaii.
I just visited them and I was like, dear Lord, no thanks.
And you didn't see anything?
I saw nothing, no. I was even in my nephew's room because he's 3 and he just got a big boy bed. And, of course, Aunt Cassie took his bed the moment he got it, but I went to visit for 3 weeks and I never saw anything, but he constantly talks about, the man who lives in the walls. And my sister's like, he talks about him in his room. So very clearly I must not be open to it, I guess.
Yeah. And if the wrong person hears that too, they're going to be like, what the hell is going on over there? The man in the walls. Well, maybe you weren't inviting to the man in the walls. Did you go in and you were like, all right, show me like where the man in the walls is?
I did not. I wasn't really, since I was going to be staying in that room for 3 weeks, I wasn't really open to that game.
True. 3 weeks. Okay. Yeah.
And he would try to introduce me because he's constantly trying to introduce my sister. I think this kid has some issues, though, because she's also pregnant, and he walked up to her as a 3-year-old. They have not told him. They've not said anything to him. And he puts his hand on her belly, and he says, "There's a baby in there."
Whoa.
And I'm like, oh, my God. This kid's definitely possessed or something.
And she wasn't showing at all.
She's not showing at all, no. She's only like 6 weeks.
Whoa. It's the man in the walls is telling it. He's in the wall. The walls hear it alls.
Oh, my God, they do.
Oh, man.
That's it. Maybe the man in the wall told him. He
You
didn't
know the saying, if these walls could talk?
Oh, my God.
So what if the thing is that in order to hear or see ghosts, you have to believe and you have to want to see it?
See, that's the tough part, because I feel like I've had a lot of people that say, like, I had a ghost encounter, I didn't believe, and now I do. So I think that's a bunch of shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just thinking because kids have like an open mind versus adults that have a closed mind.
Yeah, I think we're more likely to brush it off and say there's a different reason. Again, I always say Occam's razor. I'm like, oh, the door shut because there was a draft or because of that. Because we want to make explanations for things that we don't have explanations for, right? But I think there's also there's something called opportunistic sleeping, which is what my doctor says I need, which is where you need to give yourself time to sleep, to actually get sleep. And a lot of people with insomnia, they just don't give themselves opportunistic sleep. So I think the same concept applies to ghosts and supernatural, is that like you have to sometimes give your mind the availability to be welcoming, to say, this wasn't just a draft, this was something else, right?
That's true. I'll be honest. I actually did think that
Very Devin, you're
there was I thought there was a ghost in our house like maybe a couple weeks ago while my wife was in Hawaii. And I didn't tell her this yet. This is the first time hearing it. But I was high out of my mind. And I walked over to the bathroom. I was kind of spinning a little bit. And I closed the bathroom door. And then I thought that someone was on the other side of the door. So I went to lock it and it wouldn't turn. And then the handle twisted. But I was pretty high, so I don't know if I can attribute that to ghosts or anything.
See, I think that's where you're in this weird spot of like, you don't know if it was because you were high or because you were sober. If this happened to you dead sober, do you think you'd be a believer?
I would definitely be suspicious, I would say.
And that's not you should still keep smoking weed if it makes you happy. I'm not trying to be a narc.
Oh no, hey, you know what, to be honest, it's actually been 4 weeks now since I've had anything, because I'm having to take, it's annoying, but I'm having to take a drug test before I get ADHD medication. So.
Gotcha. Well, good luck in your journey for ADHD meds, and then as soon as you get it, those two together are a great combination.
I thought you were going to go somewhere different. I thought you were going to say, oh yeah, if I send you some artwork, then this for that. But
yeah, I'll trade you some artwork for that.
Tracy's.
No, I like living life on the edge, unmedicated and unfiltered and unbothered,
Yeah,
Whew.
Yeah.
Well, Fritter this has been, thank you so much for having, it was Cassie?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for sharing. That's an amazing story, and everyone was thoroughly freaked out. And Fritterbar, I would say that I think that you had a otherworldly experience, but you have to give yourself that opportunity to realize it.
Yeah, I'm gonna once I get done with this drug test and everything, I'm gonna smoke a lot of weed, and then I'm gonna see if I can find some ghosts.
Find those ghosts. Find those ghosts. K-Engineer, what's up? I feel like I'm picking up what you're putting down. I know who you are. Thank you so much for calling in, Fritterbar. Rad call. This has been a rad call, and please enjoy your Minecraft, and don't let anybody ever, tell you to not play those games and get high and take your ADD meds.
Sounds good, man. Take care.
Rad call. You too. Yo, tonight's stream has been, I love this. This is a top 10 stream for me. I don't know why. I think it's the fact that, first of all, people showed up hard tonight. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to find, but just let me talk for a couple seconds. This weekend, I've got all the scraps for the sweater that I had. I will be contacting people individually from the list that I have. I'm going to try to find you. Either you'll be on Discord, you'll be here on Twitch, or you'll be on Instagram somewhere. I might also set up a Google Doc or a Google Doc for everyone to fill it out. Tim, I have 2 things to send you that one I'm going to have you fill out and you're going to get, and then one is going to be the VHS. And then tomorrow, everybody, please stay around for the raid. We're gonna find, hopefully there's someone. I've been following a bunch of new people, everybody. I'm really excited about it. So that we can start finding new people and say, stick around, because that's how I make friends, you know? And then tomorrow, I'm going to have Balance the Scales on the Rad Draw, which will begin at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you called in tonight, you're going to want to call in tomorrow. This is a person who has been in the... I would say the otherworldly and spiritual business for more than 20 years of experience. She will be live reading tarot with us. I will be doing the first reading. She will be doing the actual reading, so I'm excited for that. We're going to be doing some drawing. And then Balance also has some amazing ghost stories that if Balance is willing to share them, Balance is a spell expert and has been the closest person, because Balance would not mess with my head, but has some insane stories where I'm like, this has to be real. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoy it. We're going to do a final spin around of this pumpkin. These are amazing. I'll take, this will be outside of my place for a little bit. I'm not even going to carve it. I just drew all over this pumpkin. I think this is really cool. Let's get it in the frame, please. We got the skeleton, we got the cat, we got the dinosaur thing, we got the sugar skulls, we got the elephant, we got the Jinjo, we got the door, we got the pumpkin. Ooh, it almost fell off. All right, everybody, please stick around. Let's see who's on Discord. Please go check me on Discord. Follow me. You know, we're growing this thing. This thing's going to the moon. We're about to take this thing to the moon, everybody. The freaking moon, everybody. Let's see who's on. We got anybody? Got anybody that's doing something that I haven't seen them in a long time, or like what's going on over here, you know? Come on. How many people are... Oh, we got fucking... Yo, organically 90 people. I am definitely... We're going, everybody. We're freaking going, everybody. I'm so excited. What is this? Spooky paintings. I don't know if we want to do that. Let's go... Ooh, it just refreshed. Does anybody have any... Does anybody have any suggestions for chat or for who we should raid? Stick around, everybody. Throb. Is Throb going to be going longer tonight? Throb, please. Throb, please. Yeah, I haven't been to Throb's stream in a while. Absolutely. An hour 20. Yeah, this looks Gothtober. Yeah, this looks super fun. Everybody call in. Be respectful. Be awesome. Show these people some love. And I will see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Oh, I gotta follow Cody Shibley. I will. Did that work? Is it going? Did it work? I don't see it working. It said canceled. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know why it canceled. I don't know what I did. Nope. You already have a raid in progress. This is odd. I've never seen this before. Don't leave. Don't leave. Did it go? Are we all still here? I broke it. Here, hold on. Let's try one more thing. I'm going to clear the chat and see if this works. I've never seen this before. You already have a raid in progress. Is this broken? Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Auto host. Can I raid you from here? Can I raid from here? You don't have permission to perform here. I've never seen this. This is odd. You have a raid in progress. Where is it? Well, where the hell is it? It's not working. Can I cancel a raid? How do you unraid? This is so sad. Jinjo's is up. It's haunted now. The ghost! Yo! It could fucking be the ghost. Is it the ghost? Hold on. How to cancel a raid in Minecraft? What did I do? You cleared the chat. I did. I tried everything I know. Wi-Fi ghost. Yeah, okay. This is weird. This is some haunted shit. I've never had this happen to me, ever, in my life. Hold on. This is really weird. Is there like a window that's open that I don't see? Hold on. Stick around. This is haunted shit. Is that a spicy pumpkin boy? It is. I don't know what to do here. I'm going to be quite honest with you. Unraid. Okay, gotcha. Unraid. Thank you. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Yeah, ghost, you can't get me now. I've got the powers of the internet, and you can't mess with me. All right, everybody, I love you all. This has been a very rad night. Throb.com's doing some fun stuff. This looks fun. Rad call.